Temperatures. We're live with the latest on the damage left behind and what's ahead.
Plus, the leading candidate in D.C.'s mayoral race already drawing criticism from President Trump. What he is proposing to do if she wins and how she's responding to him.
And the time is finally here for our latest Fox 5 Zip Trip adventure. We're going to check in with our crew who's live in Lorton for all the fun that's in store for today. First, though, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 5 and streaming on Fox Local.
Yeah, great morning here on this Friday, another Zip Trip Friday as well. Today, we are out in Lorton, Virginia.
Yes, so let's not wait any longer. Let's check
not.
in with our team there. We got Steve, we got Tucker, we got Annie Mae, our great trio. Already having fun, gang?
Hey, good morning from Lorton, Virginia. This is a lot of fun out here. First of all, we have to address the obvious. It is hot. We're feeling every one of those 69-degree dew points or whatever it is that you have in meteorological.
71, Steve,
Okay.
but who's counting?
Makes it even worse. So,
You are.
So basically, the bottom line is, Annie Mae, enjoy this look now because we're going to be melted if you come back to us.
I know, I
3 hours
literally
from now.
told Steve, I go, this is the 1 hour my hair's going to look good for the day. If you see me later with a full pony, that's when you know I've given up on the temperatures.
The pony loses its power. What's got coming up, Tuck?
I got all kinds of stuff, but I think I want to start with just the weather forecast because I think that's the most important thing going forward here. Just a reminder that we have a heat advisory in effect later today. We have a good chance for another round of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. The real feel, the actual air temperature this afternoon will be about 97, but the real feel, when you mix in that humidity, and you do point at 69, Steve, nice call.
Hey, Steve,
will be feeling like 100 to 105 this afternoon. So just like yesterday, dangerous heat expected across the area. No storms at this hour, but we're expecting some a little later today. And again, I'll have more on the forecast coming up. As far as what I'm doing out here, I've got some wonderful interviews coming up and some fascinating stuff.
There we go. And I got some bread, too.
Yeah, and listen, we're going to be talking with some local leaders, as we always do, and have a lot of fun this morning. But where we are, and we have to tell you where we are, because we want you to come out and visit us between now and 11 o'clock. We're at the Workhouse Arts Center in Lorton, which is one of the most amazing transformation projects that you're going to see. We'll leave it at that for now. We'll fill in all the blanks, the details coming up as far as what they have done to this property over the last couple of decades. But now it's a huge, massive art center, and it's really cool with art galleries, and then you can get down and have some fun. They have mini golf. They have all kinds of things that you can take in to enjoy. There's a brewery here now. I mean, we're set for the day. I think we're good.
We're going to be talking food as well. I'm also going to learn what a sound bath is. I'm reading that on my sheet.
I read
of things
about
that. I know. So I'm going to find out what a sound bath is, and then we're going to be doing some food later in the hour too, Steve.
If you enjoy the sound bath, we might offer an ice bath if this continues.
I know. Can we do a cold plunge?
We're not going to let this stop our dance party, are we, guys?
No.
Yeah, come on. I got
His hips moving already.
Come on, Ralph. We're getting early.
Listen.
We're going early.
In this heat, his energy will fade fast, so let him get it out of the way now and enjoy it. We'll be back here in a few minutes with more from Lorton, Virginia. Come down and see us, Workhouse Art Center in Lorton. It's only 20 minutes south of D.C., and we'll see you right after this.
Slowly, Tucker. We need that energy to last through 11 a.m. We got to get to some traffic now for your updates on the roads.
Well, thank you. So right now, we're seeing that we do have some issues out there, but one thing that we're going to focus on for sure is the, of course, UFC Freedom 250 event. So there are going to be some road closures starting around Saturday on June 13th from 6 a.m. and some of them can last until Monday, 6 a.m., June 15th. So the first one off the list is Constitution Avenue from 23rd Street to 18th Street. Next one would be 18th Street from East Street to Constitution Avenue. Again, if you want to see a full list of the street closures to be able to exactly know which ones may be affecting you, go to fox5dc.com and you can view them all there. And as we hop over now to, again, the rails, this is where we do have some issues going on with the Orange and Silver Line. Expect residual delays in both directions following an earlier signal problem outside of New Carrollton. So that is causing some issues for us this morning as well. So if you do use the Metro to go to work, the Orange and Silver Line, just remember there are some residual delays. Back to you.
I want to get to some breaking news now out of the district. Police releasing images of the suspect connected to the shooting that injured a 2-year-old boy. Please take a good look at your screen here. That shooting happened Tuesday night on Benning Road Northeast. Police say the suspect opened fire inside of an apartment. That's where the boy was. According to police, the toddler was grazed by a bullet and taken to the hospital. He is expected to recover, but if you recognize the person on your screen, please call police. Now to the severe weather that ripped through our region and turned deadly last night.
That's right. 2 women were killed by falling trees in 2 separate incidents. This morning, we're taking a look at the damage left behind. Fox 5's Melanie Alnwick live in Silver Spring with the latest details. Mel.
Good morning. Just checking Pepco numbers, and there's still some spotty power outages throughout the area, including right here in Silver Spring, where you can see work continuing behind me. They've been at this all night long, trying to repair at least 1, if not 2 or 3 power poles. We've seen 3 different bucket trucks here overnight, and this is where one of the pretty serious incidents happened. You know, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue reported dozens of wires and trees down around the area. But take a look at this video here that a neighbor provided to us. They watched in shock as a car burst into flames after the storm rolled through. Power lines got pulled down and the wires, still live, got under a car and ignited. The man who owns the car told us he lost everything, including the tools he uses to go to his carpentry job, and he doesn't have enough insurance to replace the car.
My son say it's too much wind, and go there. This wind come down, go down, and my son is moving like this, and one wire hit the car.
Wow.
And the only in second hit the car, and the car is fire.
Now, Pedro tells us that he's just glad that his son was not injured. But in Aspen Hill, unfortunately, that is not the case. The storm turned deadly. Rescuers were called near Hewitt Avenue to help search for a woman who was trapped under a fallen tree on Matthew Henson Trail. Neighbors say they heard a loud crash. Fox 5 talked to family members who were seen there that night walking the path. Understandably, they didn't want to say much except that they were able to track their mother's location from the trail, on the trail, from her cell phone. And unfortunately, her injuries were not survivable. Prince George's County Police also tell us that a woman in the Marlton area was killed by a falling tree. Neither victim at this point has been identified. Lots of storm damage throughout the area, guys. And it just goes to show you how powerful these storms can be when they kick up like that. And we know that we are expecting some more severe weather this afternoon.
All right, Mel, thank you. 8:07 now. Let's take a live look outside towards Reston Station, and we are talking heat and humidity. I feel like you can kind of see a little bit of that humidity there in the shot we have out towards Reston Station.
I know it's just been the story for the last couple of days, right? It's
Uninvited
like
guests. We got to put up with anyway.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to get better once we get into the weekend, but today will be the last day of like the high heat, the high humidity. Temperatures right now, we're heating up quickly. We're already into the upper 70s with the higher humidity. We're talking about a heat index that's really starting to impact how it feels outside right now. Going to be a dry start to the day, but that cold front moving in from the Midwest will eventually ignite some storms. So we'll be under that severe weather risk again for today. We'll have the high heat, the high humidity around too. So heads up, watch out for those storms and the high heat throughout most of the day. Jacqueline?
All right, Taylor, thank you. Let's get back out to our crew in Lorton this morning for today's Fox 5 Zip Trip.
Steve is there now with our talk of the town. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good to see you, and welcome to Lorton, Virginia. And our Talk of the Town this morning, we are talking with Dan Stork, and Dan is kind enough to join us here from the Mount Vernon District. Thank you so very much for having us in your backyard.
Awesome. Happy to be here. Glad you're here. It's an amazing place. Lorton Arts Center and the workhouse, and there's so much around here, from golf courses to mountain biking to hiking. We got Central Green. You can have a great event with your family and friends. It's there's just a lot in this area, always going on.
You know what else you have here, Dan, that you can't miss when you drive into this area? You have space. You know, you're only 20 minutes outside of the city, but you got some space to work with down here. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this area. I know we have America's 250th coming up, but you're in the Mount Vernon District, which just says history right there. What are some of the things that has happened in this area over the centuries?
Well, I got to start with George Washington and George Mason, because they really set the tone. And I know that's a couple hundred years ago, 250 years ago, but they did Fairfax Resolve and as well as they did a Declaration of Rights, which are the core rights that we have here in our 10 amendments to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. So freedom of speech, our conversation today was a key part of what those gentlemen did 250 years ago. They made sure that those were part of parcel of what we can do and say anything we want for the most part. And I went to an event yesterday at George Washington's Mount Vernon called A Revolutionary Life. It's a brand new exhibit, an amazing exhibit, 3D, you name it. It's got all the bells and whistles that you might expect. Great place to go to spend a little bit of time. And then we got the National Museum of the U.S. Army has a wonderful Revolutionary War event, a lot of 3D. Got to see what the soldiers look like, how they dress. So there's just lots of different things you can come and see and do that connect you to history, but also connect you to our community today.
Yep, and we're right off of 95 when you're heading south from D.C., so super easy to get to. Actually, some of the things you mentioned are on the east side of it and some are on the west side of 95, so it's all right in one place. Speaking of this place where we are today, this has got to be one of the greatest transformation projects that the region has ever seen.
Yep. It started more than 25 years ago when Lorton Prison was literally sold to the county. And the county then put together essentially a visioning plan, which created what we see here today. It took us 25 years, but it's basically been realized from all the different infrastructure, whether it's with the Workhouse Arts Center, we have a new police station, animal shelter, we have 2 new fire stations, we've got a new community center, library, we've got Liberty. And if you really want to go and experience what it was like in that facility, you get to see a piece of that at the different restaurants that are there. There's a climbing wall that's just opening up. There's the new Selbrock Social that's going to be coming in a few months. And then finally we have Overlook Ridge, which will be opening in about a year, the highest point in Fairfax County, where you're going to be able to do a 360 of the whole area, look into D.C., see what's going on, have a nice little picnic up there. It's just an amazing place from the highs and the lows along the Occoquan River and the national and the park authority there, as well as across the river at town of Occoquan.
That's fantastic. It really is just a little bit of everything, and who wouldn't want an area like this? And it's hard to believe that, yes, this was once formerly a prison, and now you have everything from art galleries to breweries to athletic fields and events. I mean, it's quite the project, quite the works. I know you have a lot of events coming up this summer. They're probably on the website that people can find and get a list of all those events.
Well, the biggest one is the 4th of July celebration, which we have here every year on June 27th. It's an amazing event, usually thousands of people here. A great fireworks display. You get to hang out here, drink beer, be with your friends, have a good time. We have a backpack that we're doing we're doing at the community center library for kids who need a back-to-school event with health stuff going on there, as well as connecting with kids and community. And then in the fall, on Halloween, on Halloween, we've got our Tour de Mount Vernon bike ride, which is this will be our 11th annual Tour de Mount Vernon bike ride.
And that's going to end right here.
It'll start and end right here.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Dan, thank you so much for having us here today. It's great to learn about all the communities, especially those right in the shadow of D.C., right in our own backyard. Thank you very much. Much more coming up from Lorton, but come see us, Workhouse Arts Center, not far from D.C., and you're going against traffic this morning, so come down and see us. We're here till 11.
Plumbing to electrical, heating to air conditioning. If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
All right, 8:15 this morning. Let's head back out to our zip trip in Lorton, Virginia this morning.
And that's where we find Tucker now with your weekend forecast. Hey, Tuck, I hope you're keeping cool.
Marissa, we're always keeping cool here, right, sir?
Every day, every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not, you don't know, you're not noticing any sweat on us, right? We keep it cool.
No sweat.
Yeah.
It's so fun though.
Please introduce yourself, and thank you for coming out today.
My name is Robert Booker. I'm from Lawton. Great town.
Tell me why you love Lorton. Tell me why I got to come down here for a visit.
Quiet country.
Yeah.
And nice people. Great people. Great people.
It seems like everybody's been wonderful so far, and the community is close.
It is. It's getting closer. It's getting a lot of people now, but it's a great place.
Yeah.
It's a great small town. You'll love it.
Yeah. Well, I love it so far, and I love meeting you. Thank you. You've been a long-time viewer?
Yes. Yes. Been watching you a long time.
I'm noticing the first gray on your beard there, so I'm starting to get a little gray too. Together.
It comes.
Yeah.
It comes.
Did you serve in the Army?
23 years.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service. And thank you for coming out today, even though it's hot. Didn't stop you, and we appreciate it. All right, let's do some weather together. And I can't see the maps, but we're going to try to talk over them as temperatures at this hour are already in the 70s, and we are going to be well into the 90s later today with the threat of thunderstorm activity later this afternoon. Just like last night, we had some storms roll through. I think they'll arrive a little earlier today, more like mid to late afternoon. So just be prepared for that. Heat index yesterday for a time was well over 100. It will do so today. Okay, I hope we're looking at the satellite and radar. And at this hour, we are quiet as can be. Lots of sunshine, but as you can tell from the sweat on all our faces, it's already hot out here. And again, the heat index, I think by the noon hour, will be right up around 100. Look for those midday storms developing with, let's show you the 7-day forecast, with quieter conditions tomorrow. And then we're going to have to watch Sunday carefully. I know that we've got a lot going on outdoors all weekend. Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, we could do another round of thunderstorms with a cold front, a little cooler next week. But again, temperatures later this afternoon will be in the upper 90s with a heat index up over 100. Yeah, there's your 7-day forecast. Thank you so much. Okay, I will toss it back inside to Marissa.
Ooh, I meant cool vibes, sucker. You're certainly holding it down there in Lorton. Well, President Trump called off his latest threats to strike Iran yesterday, citing a potential breakthrough in talks to end the war. Joining us now is Fox News Sunday host Shannon Bream to talk more about her show and who's going to be on. Shannon, good morning to you. I'm sure your rundown is packed to the brim with all that's happening.
Marissa, great to see you. And yes, and we never know if it's going to change. We have a couple of guests on standby because you don't know what's going to happen this weekend. We know the president said, listen, the strikes that were going to happen last night, they are called off. We're hearing word of the contours of a deal that's come together. It would be about, at least in the first phase, getting the Strait of Hormuz reopened, getting that flowing, no tolls by Iran, and that they would get sanctions relief based on how they're performing. But the nuclear part of the conversation would be a second phase later. So we stand by to see whether that deal comes together finally this weekend.
All right. Also making news, President Trump announcing he's nominating Jay Clayton for the role of Director of National Intelligence. And of course, that comes after all of the backlash from Bill Pulte, who was temporarily in the role.
Yeah, and listen, it all ties to FISA, that surveillance tool that's set to expire at midnight tonight. Now, we're told we need it. I mean, D's and R's across the ideological spectrum, they agree it's a tool that we need in order to track threats. And with World Cup games and all kinds of other things going on, there's a real concern about it lapsing in any way. So a lot of folks thought, okay, the president's put Jay Clayton out there now. It will take away the concerns about Pulte. But there are top Democrats, including Senator Mark Warner, who say, no, they don't want Pulte even being the acting DNI for any period of time. So how quickly can they get the Jay Clayton nomination moving, and how much time will we be potentially without this Section 702 surveillance tool?
As you're well aware, D.C. is knee-deep in this mayoral race that's going on now, and Trump is now getting into the debate, basically threatening a takeover if Janice Lewis-George wins the seat. She's already leading in the polls. I'm sure you'll have people sounding off on that as well.
Yeah, and you know, as we know, living and loving and working here, loving this place. I mean, D.C. is so unique as a federal district, and so Congress already has a lot of authority over what we do here in D.C. But the president talking about potentially taking some other kind of control of D.C. based on the mayoral election here, sparking a ton of backlash and headlines. So yeah, we'll tackle that this weekend too.
And then sports meets politics in a way we've never seen before. UFC fight this Sunday at the White House.
Well, that's scheduled to be, but you know now, of course, there's this lawsuit, so we'll see what happens. There are some groups trying to stop it, saying it's not proper use of federal, land and resources, and right there at the White House, that kind of thing. So we'll see. I mean, millions of people, we're told potentially 1 billion people around the world will watch this thing. It's the president's birthday, it's Flag Day, it's Celebrate America 250. So all the plans are in place, but we'll see if there is a legal wrench in this at the last minute.
Yeah, we'll see. We definitely been showing the octagon that's up out there, Shannon. So no wonder you have plenty of people on standby. We'll be watching your show this Sunday at 9 right here on Fox 5. See you then.
Thanks, Marissa.
Well, we are hearing from the leading candidate in D.C.'s mayoral race this morning after President Trump proposed to take over D.C. if she wins, how she's responding this morning and looking ahead to Election Day.
And the fun continues in Lorton for our Fox 5 Zip Trip today. We're going to dig into some Friday finds with the team from Salvation Army to see if you can rank the items from cost to lowest to highest.
Go, shawty, it's your birthday.
We're going to party like it's your birthday today at 11 a.m. on the Marissa Mitchell Show. You know rap mogul 50 Cent, of course, and that hit song, but now you're going to get a chance to meet his longtime tour DJ, DJ Chaotic, ahead of 50 Cent's halftime show at the United Bowl tomorrow at DC's Audi Field. That should be fun. Now to something else that has gone multi-platinum, at least at my house, and that's luxury skincare made by Maryland's own Chemo Bentley. She'll be live in studio to share how her Caribbean roots have influenced her business.
And as we head to break, let's take a look this morning at the World Cup standings. There they are today, Mexico and South Korea. Yesterday, each earning 3 points in Group A after their victories yesterday. Today, Canada will take on Bosnia, and Team USA making its debut against Paraguay. You can catch the games right here on Fox 5.
Donald Trump weighing in on the D.C. mayor's race and is now threatening D.C.'s home rule if candidate Janice Louis-George wins.
Let's get out to Fox 5. Stephanie Ramirez live in Tenleytown with reaction. Stephanie, what are people saying this morning?
Well, we're getting a lot of comments. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Want to talk first, though, make it very clear about how it goes. And it's an act of Congress that could actually do away with D.C. home rule, not the president. Still, people here are not taking the president's comments lightly. Again, we'll get to that more in just a bit. The D.C. mayor's race, guys, decision day, technically less than a week away, next Tuesday. And that will decide likely who will replace longtime D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. That is because the city is predominantly Democratic, and so whoever wins the June 16th Democratic primary is the person largely projected to beat the Republican candidate in the November general election. Now, the president's comments are coming after he was asked yesterday about candidate Janice Louis-George running a, quote, Zoran Mamdani campaign focused on socialist policies. Jim Loke got the first reaction from Louis-George on his show, The Final Five, but first, the president.
Well, I wouldn't like it, and maybe we'd take back Washington, run it on the federal basis. We won't put up with it. We're not going to lose our business.
We're not going to get ice off our streets by fearing this president, and we're not going to protect our rights or home rule by obeying in advance. And threatening home rule because you do not like how residents vote is an attack on democracy itself. And the people of D.C. elect the mayor of D.C., and they want someone who will stand up to Donald Trump.
The other top candidate for D.C. Mayor is Kenyon McDuffie. He wrote on X, the stakes of this election couldn't be higher, but D.C. decides who will be the next mayor, not Donald Trump. You can see on the screen there his statement goes on. We have the full interview on the Final Five, guys, with Jim Loke on our website, fox5dc.com. I'll see you with more information in about a half an hour. Ladies?
All right, Steph, sounds good. Thank you. This morning we are live in Lorton for our Fox 5 Zip Trip.
Yeah, Steve out there this morning to tell us about the upcoming Friday Find segment. Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are in Lorton at the Workhouse Arts Center, and our friends from Salvation Army doing it once again with a theme that we're going to explore coming up in a few minutes. Major Todd Mason always with us, and today's victim, our contestant, is Alora, and the theme is health and fitness, and she knows a thing or two about that, so we're going to put her to the test. We'll do a little pricing game coming up, and we'll all learn a little more about the services available here in Lorton and in the Mount Vernon district. That's all coming up. We'll see you in just a minute from Lorton.
Welcome back. 8:30 this morning, and it is a Zip Trip Friday on Fox 5. We're live in Lorton, Virginia this morning.
Yeah, people showing up and showing out there. So we're going to check in with Steve, who has our Friday finds, sponsored by the Salvation Army. One of my personal favorite segments, Steve.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You'll love it today, too. We're all about health and fitness, so that's kind of what we're going to get into. This is Laura. We'll meet her in just a second. This is Major Todd Mason, who you've met 100 times as you've been on Zip Trips with us before. This is really cool, first of all, in this area, and we were telling people to come down at the Workhouse Arts Center, which is right, I should have said this earlier, we're literally right on Ox Road, which makes sense to you because you guys have a couple facilities right along Ox Road.
We do. Two of our community centers are on Ox Road in Fairfax. Then we have one in neighboring Woodbridge, just down the road some too. So, yeah, a lot of different opportunities for service and programs here in this area.
No doubt about it. We'll get into that in just a minute, but today's theme, we're doing a little wellness, we're doing a little fitness, and you probably are able to serve that need quite well, right?
We do, yeah. Many of our community centers offer a variety of sports and wellness programs. We also have volunteers who come in and teach classes on things like how to cope with being a teenage mom or things of that nature. So we have lots of different programs and services that we provide at our community centers revolving around health and wellness.
So when I think of health and wellness and helping out the centers and fitness centers that all work together, this kind of seems like this is a perfect segue to Alora because you're rocking the Club Pilates shirt.
Yes, I am Alora Crumpton, the general manager at Club Pilates Hyber Valley. Hey, Hyber fam! And I am here to play The Price is Right, so I'm super excited.
But you guys have worked partnered together,
Yes,
right?
we have. So during Christmas time, we like to get all the members together to donate toys for the Salvation Army, and there were two lovely girls that came and picked up the toys, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope the kids love them. I mean, we love doing donation drives, clothes drives, food drives, so it's very important to us.
This is what we love, and the whole community comes together to help out, right? Shooty, we see you back there. You're doing an awesome job. Listen, so here's the deal, Alora. We're going to put you to the test, as we always do. We have 5 items on the table. We have 5 price tags, Price is Right style. You're like, gimme, gimme, gimme. This is exactly what I do for a living, so I think I can match these prices. I'm just going to give these to you over here. These are our 5 items. While you do that, I'm going to ask Todd more about, it's not just coming to the community centers. It's not just the wellness work that you do. You do more in the community. So for folks who might be watching now, what are some of the things that they could find in their community, even if they're not in Lorton?
Yeah, what's great is that no matter where you live, there's usually a Salvation Army that serves that area. And so when you go on our website, click in your zip code, it'll show you where the nearest center of service is. And so, and what's great about wellness is it can come in many different forms, like volunteering.
Sure.
So Club Pilates, for example, they're a great community supporter. They adopt angels every year, and they donate toward that program. And people can receive wellness in just many ways.
Absolutely. Great opportunities. Like you said, go on the website, find the center closest to you. I was so focused on what Todd had to say, I swear I didn't see Alora switch those price tags 3 times. 3 times. Are you confident now, or do you want to switch them again? How are you feeling? Because it seems like these are the 2 sticking points.
I think I'm confident.
You're good now?
Okay.
I think I am.
You're good now?
I don't know.
These are if she were buying them retail, remember? But yeah.
I know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. All right, let's see how you did. All right, I want to start with the ones that you didn't switch multiple times. Because I think you got this one. It's $78. Let's see what we have here. Because this is a nice brand name, Lululemon, $78. All right, we're 1 for 1 so far. This to me looks like this could be a $12 fitness journal, and it is. So we'll see if you want to switch something.
Okay.
That means something on this table is 12. What do you think is going to be 12?
I mean,
Oh, wait, that was
now
12.
I'm thinking the candle because it's
candle?
on clearance.
Okay. All right, let's do this. And then now we have a
And I have this
24 and a 30. Let's see if you're right, first of all.
If it's on clearance. It was on clearance. Dang!
All right, so let's see what we got. Let's come down to these 2. We had a 30 and a 20. You switched them a couple times. You feeling good?
Yeah.
You're feeling good? All right, let's start with this one. This is a 30. It's a 30. All
right.
This is the 20. So you got those. So listen, we got almost all of them.
Yes.
We did pretty well. We did pretty well. But this is what I was most concerned about, because I know you were going back and forth. But you got it. You got it. Listen, if folks, first of all, this is from you. This is from Major Todd. So you get a little Salvation Army t-shirt. We'll throw in a Fox 5 t-shirt as well for you. And if folks want to come learn more about Club Pilates, what do they do?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Go to our website. Give us a call, 301-792-1555. Okay? And we can hook you up with a free Pilates class.
Thanks for playing along today.
Yes.
Thanks for having us in your community. It's always a pleasure. We'll see you on the next one for sure. Go to the website, find out more information about the services that are available near you. And that's going to do it from this part of the property for now.
All right, thanks, Steve. Again, here on the other side of the property, Workhouse Arts Center. And Karen, as well as Iris, are joining me. We're talking about education, some classes, things that you guys have here. But first, why don't you tell us just kind of a brief history of the area?
Good morning. We'd love to. This is the site of about a 110-year-old prison. It was conceived by Teddy Roosevelt as a workhouse, as a place where you leave better than you came in. Yeah. So we are continuing that mission as an arts center. We've been here since 2008. Our goal is to be the backyard for people in Lorton to come and experience art, to experience events, to experience community, to take classes, to bring their kids to camp, to just experience the whole part of it.
I know you had mentioned kind of a brief history of what it was. What's your mission now as we're moving forward?
Our mission now is just really to foster that sense of creativity and spirit that we really need to be able to have art, make art, appreciate art at all stages of your life in all of its different forms. Really enriches everybody's life.
And you had mentioned some classes as well. So if we come here to the Workhouse Arts Center, we can basically take some classes, right?
We offer about 160 classes a quarter. Everything from a 2-hour try-me in ceramics to a 9-week oil painting class. And all sorts of things in between. And we also have introduced Sunday Wellness, because the link between wellness and creativity and being deep in yourself and creativity is just so important, which is why we have Iris here as well.
Exactly. I was going to say, okay, welcome, Iris. We're so excited. This isn't necessarily a class. It's more of an experience, an experience that we're going to have today in terms of energy, right? So walk us through what we're going to do.
Yeah, so a sound bath or sound healing in general is basically utilizing sound to find your inner peace again, to calm the monkey mind, the constant thinking and to-do list. And it's very difficult to do that as we are wired that way, and our society, our upbringing brought us to that point where we're at. However, we need to have these calmer states, alpha brain waves, delta, theta and delta brain waves, where we regenerate. And sound has a magical touch where it does that, because we are focusing on the sound, and there's no pattern like in music. It doesn't draw a story, and so the mind gets bored, and that's exactly the medicine.
Right? We need some these days, right, with everything going on. Why don't you give us a little bit of a demonstration? So this is a smaller one, and then obviously we have some big ones down there, but we're going to play the small one today because it's a little hot out. Why don't you give us a little demonstration? Hopefully we can hear it.
I hope the sound transfers. It's very deep.
So what are we supposed to be feeling when this...
building. It starts building, and it has a cascade of vibration at a fundamental note, and then it has overtones, and it's like, imagine a wave pattern from ocean. Like another wave comes over and comes over and comes over, and it really washes over us. And I think that's the reason why they called it a sound bath.
Yeah.
Bathing in vibration.
Hey, and we're really healing too, and we're hearing it as well.
That's the key, if I may say so. The intention is the absolute key. The intention of the practitioner must be held for the highest good and for well-being and for health and for the highest good. That's it's the main thing.
How can we sign up if we want to do classes, if we want to do this experience?
Absolutely. We have our website, www.workhousearts.org, and you can go there and see our classes, see our Sunday Wellness, see everything that we offer, all our theater, all our everything.
And we can get Zen too. Iris, thank you. Karen, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll be back here with the Zip Trip and more after the break.
Plumbing to electrical, heating to air conditioning. If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
The only reason
Back now with your morning boost. Some ducklings trapped in a storm drain rescued. It was the most adorable rescue you'll see today. Take a look. Oh, look at that. A Wisconsin.
Is there more down there or what? Yeah. It's like 4 or 5 more. All right.
Oh, look at that. A Wisconsin police officer stepping up and stepping down into the storm drain to bring those babies to safety. Footage shows the officer, Gene handling the ducklings to his colleague, then returning with their mama duck all waddling off. You can even see the mama duck kind of overseeing it all as these police officers help get her little babies out of the storm drain. So cute. We'll be right back with more of our Zip Trip live from Lorton when we return. Welcome back. 8:45 this morning. Let's get back out to our Zip Trip in Lorton this morning. That is where we find Tucker with your weekend forecast. Tucker, how's it looking for us?
Yep. I don't hear anything. Should I be hearing anything?
Yes, you should be hearing us. Tucker.
Hi, guys.
Can you
okay.
hear us?
I guess I'm up. Yeah, that was quick. It happened so fast.
I know.
All right. Let me grab the mic.
There we go.
Can I introduce you? Susan.
Susan, Great Harvest Bread Company.
Susan, we go way back together.
We do. Last year I brought goodies for you guys, and this year I'm bringing you goodies again.
Okay, but you've got an event we want to talk about, right?
We do, but first do this. We got Burke, Lorton, Herndon, and Vienna locations. We do farmers markets and events. You go to greathharvestburke.com. You can see where we're at and everything that we have going on. And
I'm just going to take some right now. Is
you
that
can
okay?
go ahead. Here, I'll give you this one.
Oh, sourdough too?
Yes, your sourdough. That's our #1 seller.
Yeah.
Also, we are at Electric Palm this weekend. We are having our 9th annual Rockin' for the Vets event. It is to honor all our military. 250 years, so 250 years of celebrating. It's an all-day music festival.
All right.
If you wear the uniform or have worn the uniform, you get in for free. Everybody else is $20, and all the proceeds that we collect cash will go back to Fisher House Foundation.
I love you for that. Thank you so much. And again, that location is right around
It's
here?
at the Electric Palm at Prince William Marina. You can see it on your sky cam. We're on the little right side of your little sky cam. Yes, you do.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to keep going here. Sir, come on over. Rob, right?
Yes.
All right, introduce yourself, and you're with Lorton Community Action Center.
I'm Rob Rutland Brown, the Executive Director of the Lorton Community Action Center.
Okay, and tell me what you guys do.
We provide basic needs and self-sufficiency programs for residents of Southeast Fairfax County. We operate a food pantry. We do rental and utility assistance and a lot of other programs to help people get back on their feet.
Wonderful. So you're out helping the community.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, real quick, I've got to do some weather, but if people are interested in reaching out to you, how can they find you?
LortonAction.org. We appreciate donations of food, food, money, and volunteerism.
Okay, just personally, I don't think this. Would you like some sourdough?
Oh, wonderful! Thank you.
I'm that kind of guy.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's do some weather very quickly. It's hot. It's sweaty. Rob's making it look good. I'm not so much. 78 degrees now, and the dew point right up around sweaty 70. It's going to be a very hot afternoon, featuring daytime highs in the mid to upper 90s. Here's your heat advisory for today, and that shouldn't say Tuesday. That should say Friday, but it's the same thing. Satellite and radar look quiet for the time being. Last night we had storms. We are likely to see another round of showers and thunderstorms today. Some of those could be severe. We are under a slight risk, just like yesterday. So gusty winds, heavy downpours, lots of lightning, all in play here. It gets better later tonight. It's a cold front. Tomorrow, less humidity, and we'll keep it quieter tomorrow as we go to the 7-day forecast. I'll show you that quickly. We should be looking at daytime highs in the upper 80s tomorrow with improving conditions around here. But this afternoon, please take that heat seriously. I know we've got soccer watch parties outdoors, that kind of thing. We've got things related to the UFC, fight down at downtown this weekend. All of that in jeopardy here with a lot of heat around later this afternoon. Could be a few late day storms Sunday. That's our only weekend part to watch. Thank you so much, Rob.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, we'll toss it back inside to you. I want a little bite of that sourdough. Okay, guys, back inside to you.
All right, sounds good, Tucker. Stay cool out there. We're going to head back out to Lorton now, where we have Annie Mae and Steve getting a little taste of the town. What are you guys digging into this morning?
Well, I don't know if I should go with the short ribs or if I should go pasta.
Lasagna? I'm thinking
It's
lasagna.
a restaurant. You
Right?
gotta go pasta, right? I'm thinking maybe the Godfather ragu. If only I could see what it looks. There it is.
Right there.
Right there in front of us. And Chris Bassett, longtime friend of the show, with the day job here. Chris, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us. Yeah,
This is fantastic. So we're celebrating today the Farmhouse Tuscan. I know you have a whole bunch of restaurants within the group.
We
but
do.
Tell me about the Farmhouse Tuscan.
Yeah.
So Farmhouse Tuscan, we're located in the Hilltop Shopping Center, Kingstown Village Parkway, Telegraph Road. We've been there for just over a year. So Italian-inspired concept, pizzas, pastas, salads, the whole gamut. So.
Okay, how's your lasagna? Because that's what I was looking at on the menu, and then we got some stuff here, too.
Lasagna's great. You know, Godfather ragu is our signature dish there, but I mean, it's lasagna. You can't go wrong with lasagna, right? I mean,
so
cheese, sauce, pasta.
Okay, first off, I feel like when we're talking food and we're talking what we have today, you have to start off with this because it's what, fried burrata?
Fried burrata. This is our burrata salad. We got a little bit of arugula, vinaigrette, some pepperdew peppers, olives, tomatoes, and then of course topped with fried burrata. A little balsamic glaze on there, give it a little sweetness, some punch.
What I love about it is the colors that go along with it. I mean, that's just a gorgeous looking dish.
It's seasonal, right? Springtime we've got bright, then you get into fall, it still works. You got some browns and some other colors there to make it all year long.
There you go.
And courtesy of Mother Nature, that burrata is going to melt nicely over.
Oh yeah,
everything.
gives a nice creamy,
chewy.
it's a great contrast to the arugula, that peppery bite and the creamy burrata. It's delicious.
Fantastic. And I love the little peppers on there too. All right, we got to talk about the Godfather. We've mentioned it twice already. You said this is one of your specialties. So what do we have going on here with the Godfather?
So it's basically a spaghetti dish, right? So we've got our noodles, we got sauce that we make in-house, we've got Italian sausage in there, a little bit of sauteed mushrooms, shaved parm, and topped with a little basil for make it clean.
That looks gorgeous. And then the pizza. I see some mushrooms. I'm a mushroom on pizza kind of girl.
I am too. They work. It's a texture thing, right? You've got a nice crispy crust. You've got mushrooms that kind of add a little bit of pungeness to it. They're soft. You've got the good texture to it. This one is our general. We've got the mushrooms, salami, of course, and then some more basil on there because it's Italian. You got to have basil.
You have to. I love it, Chris. And in the group, like you've got places up in Old Town Alexandria. You're scattered all around parts of Fairfax County. What do you love about this area?
I was born and raised here. I grew up in Alexandria, Virginia. So to come back and work with this company and be able to be stationed or posted up in that area is great for me. I mean, the people are awesome. There's always events going on. It's almost recession-proof, and it's just a great area to be in.
I feel like I always have a daily reason to eat Italian, right? But behind you, we're looking at some reasons, daily reasons to visit the farmhouse. So you got a couple of deals too, right?
We do. I mean, we do happy hour every day from 3 to 6 in the bar area. But on Monday, where we got half-price pastas, we do some handheld discounts, pastas and wine on Wednesdays. It's just a great place to come hang out.
What do you recommend to drink with what we're eating?
White, red, red. There's so much richness there.
You have a white with the first course, and then you have a red with the second course.
And then you finish it off. We got some great desserts as well. A little bit of champagne there, prosecco.
I'm a champagne prosecco kind of girl.
You brought some of the wines. Did somebody get a little crazy with the wax on this bottle on the right here?
This is actually their signature for this. So a little bit of wax there, drip down. This is their signature for their bottle.
That's fantastic.
And then they leave a little bit there. Nice little easy way to tear it off.
Very.
Get down to. Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. We thought of everything.
You can have fun with your meal. Play with our food and drinks. This is great. You have a great wine selection. Obviously, an amazing Italian food selection. I'm like you, Annie Mae. I can eat Italian food 7 days a week. It's my absolute favorite. Where do we find you? What's the actual location for folks who want to come down?
Right in the Hilltop Shopping Center, where the Wegmans is, corner of Kingstown Village Parkway and Telegraph Road.
That's awesome. Chris, great to see you again.
Hey, great to see you guys. Thanks for having us so much. It's been a pleasure.
We're going to dig in.
Please do.
Which Democrat?
Welcome back. Let's get into a little social scene. Julie Taylor joining us here in the kitchen this morning. Okay, so the original Starbucks at Pike Place Market in Seattle getting a long-awaited facelift. Pike Place visitors can now take a queue number to avoid standing in line for up to 90 minutes. A coffee giant says the changes are about more than reducing wait times. They say it also allows their patrons and workers to focus on the craft, the storytelling, and the coffee education. What do you think? A long time coming on this one.
90 minutes. I don't know that I would ever wait in line 90 minutes for much of anything, honestly. But yeah, it's probably way overdue, I would say.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think I would wait 90 minutes either. But yeah, I can only imagine how crowded it gets. I've been there one time, and
it obviously must be like just like an attraction, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is the original.
You have
We gotta
to
go
go.
be able to experience it, and it's backed up.
And they do have a different type of menu that is a little bit more elevated as well. But I think this is a good option because, then you can kind of go explore the different parts of the main headquarters, if you will, their flagship store, because it is pretty big, right?
Yeah, I remember it being pretty big, yeah. And it's kind of like it's open in spots. But there's other things. So do you have to wait there for 90 minutes?
Well, I think prior, you had to kind of wait in line like you would at a normal Starbucks to wait in line. And this gives you the ability to take a number, kind of wait, maybe go sit down.
You can learn all about the beans, how they're made, how Starbucks came about, how he fell in love with the coffee, and it became this global sensation.
Exactly. And you don't have to wait in line the whole time. All right. Well, are you kind of questioning your tap water? According to a new survey, 51% of Americans think that their tap water is just fine. The survey found that the large majority of people didn't know things like arsenic, nitrates, and forever plastics may be hiding in their water. Nearly half either falsely believe water that meets government regulations has no contaminants, 20% or less based on the latest science. In fact, 35% trust government regulations so much that they haven't even thought about the water that they drink.
I like that people are so trusting.
Are you guys tap water kind of people? No. Bottled water only?
I don't know. I have, because like bottled water also with all the plastic also generally isn't good for you either. So actually this year I invested in a reverse osmosis water system. And yeah, it's been fantastic so far. So,
can you taste a difference in the water? You can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it just plugs into your faucet at your home?
Yeah. So I have the one that's like more of a countertop one. So you have to, but it is amazing.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Worth it.
I mean, I definitely want the filtered water, 100%. I only have bottled water if like I'm walking out on the go, but even then I usually have like my little, I don't know, to-go cup or something that I put it in.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but I like it
at the end of the day, it's water. Everything's going to kill us in some form or fashion. So I'm like,
there are times where I'm very thirsty now. I'll just drink from the hose, though. You know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
That's how we grew up once in a while.
Exactly. And we survived that, and here we are to tell the tale. All right, actor Tom Hanks recently celebrated his 38th-year anniversary with his wife, Rita Wilson, and now he is sharing some relationship advice with Taylor Swift ahead of her wedding with Travis Kelce. Involves a very specific Sunday tradition. The man must make the waffles on Sunday. But some fans were quick to point out one little issue. Kelce usually works on Sundays during football season. So,
well, I mean, if we're talking 38 years, he's nearing the end of his career. But, you know, I'd be like, give me a pancake, please, not a waffle.
Okay. Do you guys have any sort of Sunday traditions or any sort of family traditions that are church?
Yeah, church was always Sunday thing,
I love church and brunch on Sundays.
Yeah, that was always tradition.
We used to always do pizza Sundays.
Yeah, Jesus and mimosas.
Jesus and mimosas. There you go. On that note, don't touch that remote. We've got a must-see Good Day DC for you. Starts right now, as well as our zip trip that continues out in Lorton. We'll be right back.
I think your love would be too much. Or you'd be left in.
Right now at 9A, deadly storms damage the DMV. We're live with the aftermath and cleanup. Plus, we're tracking the forecast for today and this weekend. And whether cooler temps are on the horizon.
President Donald Trump is now weighing in on the D.C.'s mayor's race, now threatening home rule if a certain candidate wins.
Then the World Cup officially underway. Fox 5 is your home for the FIFA Frenzy, a preview of tonight's USA game. Plus, Zip Trip Friday. This week, we are celebrating at Lorton in Fairfax County. From the 5 must-stops to Forever Home Friday and Taste of, the fun is just getting started. Roll that open. Good Day DC is here for you, and it starts right now.
Good day, D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia. It is 9 o'clock on this Friday, June 12th. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Friday, spring, summer. You know what that means?
Yes.
It's a Zip Trip Friday.
Yes, we are loving it. This week, the Fox 5 crew, they are checking out Fairfax County out there.
Yeah, Steve Tucker and Annie Mae, they're live in Lorton. Okay, it looks like it's getting pretty hot and steamy. Having a good time out there, guys? Tell us.
Yes, and yes to all of the above. We're having a great one. Becoming amateur meteorologist today. I think the dew point is now about 70. I mean, I feel like it's going up a little bit.
Steve, I need a favor.
A little right here. Wipe his brow 100 times so far. There you go. In there, too, as well.
Yeah, it is hot out, but it's going to be a fun. I do have a little fitness.
Work out in the heat.
Right? Yeah, that's what I need. I did the sound bath, so I got my energy into.
That's
and now I'm ready to pump.
Right? We could all do hot yoga just in the elements today, I think.
Yeah,
right?
we don't even need to go in a room.
The sweat factor is real. That being said, come on, these great folks hours. Now listen, they have umbrellas, whatever it takes. Bring some water down here.
And let me mention, I've probably
people who have been watching this.
We're having technical
I
issues
know.
with my team, but they're having fun.
I think that he was
Viewers
getting
are
to the
out there.
camera, the signal or something. It was
Yeah.
like trying to reject
Even
it.
the camera's even like, you know what? Give me a break real quick.
Yeah, we'll
if
get
you
back
will.
to them though in Lorton, so
Yeah.
hang around. We have so much happening. We talk about the weather. We know that the weather caused lots of havoc last night across
Right.
the DMV. In fact, it turned deadly in some parts, leaving many communities picking up the pieces this morning.
That's right. Those storms turning deadly in 2 different counties with 2 women killed in separate incidents. So let's bring in our Melanie Alnwick. She is live in Silver Spring this morning with the latest details. Mel, what can you tell us?
Good morning. Yeah, still a lot of cleanup and repairs to be done. Spotty power outages in Montgomery County, Prince George's County, D.C. Even more power outages still in Northern Virginia. And take a look here in Silver Spring, up here on Nolte Avenue. Look at that car. The man who owns it told us he lost everything, including the tools he uses for his work as a carpenter and memories of driving his son to soccer practice. His son, now 16, had to jump back to avoid being struck by a falling tree.
One wire hit the car. Wow. And the only in second hit the car, and the car is fire.
Neighbors watched in shock as the car burst into flames and quickly became consumed. Pedro told us his insurance won't cover the cost to replace the car.
So what will you do now? No.
I'm working more.
Yeah, you're going to keep working.
And that is not the worst of what the storm front left behind. In Aspen Hill, it turned deadly. Rescuers were called near Hewitt Avenue to help search for a woman who was trapped under a fallen tree on Matthew Henson Trail. Neighbors say they heard a loud crash. Fox 5 talked to family members who were out there walking the path last night. Understandably, they didn't want to say much, except that they were able to track their mother's location on the trail from her cell phone. And Prince George's County Police say that a woman was killed in Marlton last night by a falling tree as well. Neither of those victims have been identified. And yes, again, still a lot of power outages, the majority of them in Northern Virginia right now. And that includes the area around Langley High School, where we're hearing that they don't have any power right now. And because of the heat advisory that is coming, they are waiting to find out whether they can open at all today.
Our thoughts are certainly with the families of those victims and Pedro there as they try to move on past these storms. And Melanie just mentioned it, Bethesda Chevy Chase High School students will be dismissed at noon today because of the heat, but students at Wooten High are back in class. Both schools let out early yesterday because classrooms were too hot. At Wooten, a burst pipe knocked out air conditioning for the entire building. MCPS says the issue at Wooten, though, has been fixed. And a Fox 5 News alert, D.C. police releasing these images of the suspect connected to a shooting that injured a 2-year-old boy. Take a good look at your screen here. That shooting happened Tuesday night on Benning Road Northeast. Police say the suspect opened fire inside of an apartment. According to police, the toddler was grazed by a bullet, taken to the hospital. He is expected to be okay.
D.C. police searching for the person who killed a local rapper and injured a teenage girl in Northwest. They were shot on Wednesday night inside of an apartment complex on Banner Lane. Police say 20-year-old Adrian Hawkins, also known as a Trap Hard Swag, was found in the hallway of the building where he died at the scene. The girl was taken to a local hospital. A $25,000 reward now being offered for any information leading to an arrest and conviction. 3 teenagers have been arrested for last month's brawl inside of the Navy Yard Chipotle. D.C. police arresting 2 16-year-olds and a 15-year-old in that case. Police still searching for a 4th suspect in the fight. You can see him here on your screen. This is who they say they are looking for. D.C. police and the FBI now offering a joint $6,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger's office is defending a new state mask ban, saying in part that masked officers on American streets, they sow fear and confusion. Now, the response comes as the Justice Department sues Virginia over laws aiming to restrict ICE operations. Last month, Governor Spanberger signed bills prohibiting ICE officers from wearing masks and effectively banning cooperation agreements with local law enforcement. The DOJ calls the laws unconstitutional, arguing that the mask ban threatens federal officers' safety. Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones says that his office is reviewing the complaint.
President Donald Trump weighing in on the D.C. mayor's race. He's now threatening D.C.'s home rule if candidate Janice Lewis George wins. And Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez, she's live on this story in Tinleytown with reaction. Steph.
And ladies, there's reaction because the election's very important. All the signs are behind us, around us. Now, I want to make very clear, though, it is an act of Congress that can do away with D.C.'s home rule, not the president. Still, people around us are not taking the president's words lightly.
Well, the president has already imposed on our autonomy in deploying the National Guard and surging ICE agents to D.C. Right? These are already incursions on our autonomy. Doesn't take an act of Congress to do any of those.
Soon as something don't go his way, now he got an attitude. He's like throwing a fit.
Talk is cheap. Sometimes he backs up his stuff. You know, sometimes he ain't just all talk.
Decision day, technically less than a week away to decide who will replace longtime D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. Since the city's predominantly Democratic, whoever wins the June 16th D.C. primary is the person largely projected to be the Republican candidate in the November general election. Now, the president's comments come after he was asked yesterday about candidate Janice Lewis George running a, quote, Zohran Mamdani campaign focused on socialist policies. Our Jim Lokay got the first reaction from Lewis George on his show, The Final Five. But first, here's what the president said.
Well, I wouldn't like it, and maybe we'd take back Washington, run it on the federal basis. We won't put up with it. We're not going to lose our business.
We're not going to get ICE off our streets by fearing this president. And we're not going to protect our rights or home rule by obeying in advance. And threatening home rule because you do not like how residents vote is an attack on democracy itself.
The other top candidate, Kenyon McDuffie, wrote on X, the stakes of this election couldn't be higher, but D.C. decides who will be the next mayor, not Donald Trump. You can see his statement goes on there to talk about things like fighting for D.C.'s home rule. Now, guys, if you want to see that full interview on Jim Lokay's The Final Five, we have that on our website, fox5dc.com. Also want to note, if you're still undecided, like some people tell us they are this morning, don't forget, Fox 5 hosted a mayoral debate last month with Georgetown, and you can watch that on our website as well. Send it back to you.
Steph, thank you. Well, starting today, parking restrictions and road closures will ramp up across D.C., all of it ahead of the UFC fight at the White House this weekend and America 250 celebrations. Officials urge people to plan ahead and use Metro when you can. D.C. Police, Secret Service, along with other agencies working together, saying it is all hands on deck to keep our nation's capital safe. Meantime, the 2026 FIFA World Cup officially underway. 48 teams vying for the title and matches you'll see right here on Fox 5.
That's right. Mexico and South Africa kicked off the action yesterday in Mexico City. It was a rematch of the 2010 World Cup opener. Mexico went on to win it 2-0.
Dozens of people that gathered at the National Mall to watch the game. Now, the mall is hosting a fan zone for all of the matches. Plenty of fans braving yesterday's heat to cheer on their teams. Now, Team USA takes on Paraguay tonight at 9 o'clock. A reminder, Fox 5, it is your home for the FIFA 2006 World Cup. Starting today at noon, we will have coverage of Canada versus Bosnia, and that kicks off at 3 o'clock. And then again, you can also watch Team USA right here on Fox 5.
Let's go, Team USA.
I'm ready for this. Yeah, I'm ready for this to get going here. Now, many people aren't thinking they can go deep, but they should be able to take this first match for sure.
All right.
Cheering on
as
Team
long
USA.
as they can.
Exactly.
I know the chances, but Team USA all day long. All right, well, maybe you plan on going out to watch that along the National Mall, and maybe you plan on heading out to our Zip Trip. We're live there until 11 o'clock in Lorton, Virginia. In fact, let's check in with Steve, who's there now.
Not just in Lorton, but at the Workhouse Art Center. So if I'm at an art center, what am I doing on a mini golf course? Well, we're going to have to explain that one coming up, as well as what else you can do in this area right around Lorton. The only thing now is I got to find a club. We got to get this game in gear. We'll see you with more right after this. right, welcome back to our Zip Trip this morning. We are in Lorton, Virginia. We're at the Workhouse Art Center, and I know, look, I'm the king of my own castle. I absolutely love this setup. It's actually a mini golf course. We even have the gargoyle up here, and we got the little guys that are guarding the castle, which somehow kind of looks a lot like Notre Dame. But that's okay, because there are no rules here. We've got the Banksy hole over here. We've got some Greek architecture over there. And this entire setup is on an art center that used to be a prison. So there's no rules anymore. But they've transformed this entire facility. It's absolutely amazing. We're showcasing it throughout the morning. But there's a million things you could do here. We picked our top 5 things to do should you choose to visit Lorton, and we sure hope you do. And we're going to share those top 5 with you now.
At number 5, the National Museum of the United States Army. Step inside this massive museum and experience American history through the eyes of real soldiers. You'll find immersive exhibits, historic artifacts, and hands-on experiences for the whole family. It's a powerful and patriotic stop that all ages can connect with. Number 4, the Turning Point Suffragist Memorial. This beautiful waterfront memorial honors the women who fought for both the right to vote and changed American history forever. It's an inspiring stop filled with history, beauty, and powerful stories. Number 3, George Mason's Gunston Hall. Take a step back in time at the home of founding father George Mason, known as the father of the Bill of Rights. Explore the gorgeous gardens, historic mansion, and scenic Potomac River views that host festivals, family activities, and historic charm. It makes for the perfect summer day destination. Number 2, Mason Neck State Park. If you're looking for peaceful views and outdoor adventure, this is the place to be. Spend the day hiking trails, kayaking, fishing, or taking in the beautiful waterfront while keeping an eye out for bald eagles. It's one of Northern Virginia's best nature escapes and feels miles away from the city. And number 1, the Workhouse Art Center. This creative campus has a little bit of everything. Galleries, artist studios, live events, even a mini golf course inspired by art history. You can walk through the studios to check out unique local art, grab a bite at the Brewery Cafe, and experience one of the most unique spots in all of Northern Virginia. Whether you're coming for the art, the history, or just the good energy, this is a must-stop destination.
All right, welcome back to our Zip Trip here at the Workhouse Art Center in Lorton, Virginia. Sam is joining us, and we have got Bunnyman Brewing today. We're going to talk beers. We're going to talk America 250, Fairfax 250. But first, tell us about your location here and why you guys chose this area.
It's part of the lore of Bunnyman. Bunnyman supposedly was being transported down to Lorton Prison. Kind of an untrue story, but it was part of the lore of Bunnyman that was coming from an insane asylum in Clifton, moved down to the prison, and started terrorizing things. But yeah.
Oh my God, is that the backstory?
That's the backstory. That's why we're here. Totally untrue, but super fun.
I know, it's a fun lore though, right? We love that. So, you guys are located right over there. How long have you been here for?
So, we've been here for 2 years. We've been in Burke for 5 years, and we've now got a location in Chantilly that just opened in February.
There we go.
3 locations spread right across the middle of Fairfax.
3 different locations. Yes. So, we have a couple of beers that we're going to be talking about this morning, but obviously here on Fox 5, we've been talking America 250 for literally months leading up to July 4th, and you guys actually have a Fairfax 250 beer that's right over there, right?
Got it. You can see the difference. We've got Great Falls, Mount Vernon, Uber Hazy, and then a collaboration of the different breweries in the area right there for the cans. Hazy IPA, and it is absolutely.
Wait, I love that. What was the idea behind doing? Get in close on this. This is awesome. So I'm actually from the kind of Tysons, McLean, Great Falls area growing up. This is awesome. What was the idea behind the illustrations?
Just trying to find some historical markers in Fairfax County, something that we grew up with, having the different areas in Fairfax County, and having something fun for everybody that knows all the way across from the south all the way to the north end.
I love that. And this is going to be debuting, right, this weekend?
Tomorrow, in our Chantilly location tomorrow.
Okay, so it's a brew fest, right? Tell us about that.
All the local Fairfax County breweries are all coming there, and we all did a brew together, which is a hazy IPA, which are these. Everybody's coming together to have their beers from the different breweries in the county, all at our Chantilly location to sort of show everybody about the Fairfax.
Okay, that is awesome. So for the beer lovers, for the beer introductory people as well, describe what it tastes like, the Fairfax 250.
Cool. Well, It's a hazy IPA, which means a New England style IPA, which is a smoother, bigger body beer, a little bit bitter, but also very smooth. So not getting quite the bitterness that you might get from a sort of West Coast style, but a little bit more fun than you would get from regular beer, like a Pilsner or a Kolsch or a regular light beer.
Is it good on a hot day like today?
I already had like 5 of them.
Right? Because I'm ready, okay? It's nice, we're ready. Tell us about the other ones that you have here today. What are some maybe fan faves?
Really fun. We have another hazy right here, like Conejitos, which is a bunny beer. That's our Mexican lager, like a Corona. We've got our Freak Sour. It's a pomegranate lime beer. Legacy, which is a Kolsch, which is a Cologne, Germany-based beer. And then we've got Believe, which is another hazy coming right through here.
I love that. Do you have a favorite?
I have a favorite, our West Coast beer.
West Coast beer?
Yeah, we just ran out of it yesterday.
Oh, no! Okay, hey, that means it's good, right? You're selling out.
I think I might have drank it all.
So these are a couple of options that you guys have, but how many totals do you have?
All in all, depending on how we rotate, 300-ish different beers, and how we rotate them, bring them in and out.
Okay, what does rotate mean? Are you kind of doing seasonal things?
Exactly. And certain beers sell better in certain seasons. So the stouts and the heavier stuff in the wintertime is kind of good, and the lighter stuff in the summertime. So we rotate depending on the season.
Oh my gosh, I know we talked about it a little bit in the beginning, how you guys are literally right over there.
Yeah.
But what was the thought process behind choosing this community, and why do you love it so much here?
Honestly, my job prior to this was on Richmond Highway in the South Fairfax area, and I love the area so much. And it playing into lore, like we talked about, just matched right up with where we had to be. The historical significance of the place back being a prison, which was the last time I saw it before we came here to look at the place, was a big part of it. And it fit right in. We're super excited. Love the buildings here. The Workhouse Art Center is fantastic, and we love being partners with them.
There you go. Well, you can come by and you can grab a beer while you're hanging out. We love that. Where can we find more information if we want to see you guys? Maybe like a website, social media? Do you have anything like that?
BunnymanBrewing.com.
There we go. Easy as pie.
You got it.
We love it. Tim, thank you so much for joining us today. We definitely will be cracking open one of these, and according to you, he's already cracked open a few. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back with more here from the Zip Trip in Lorton after break.
Welcome back to our Zip Trip. We are live in Lorton, Virginia this morning with the Workhouse Arts Center, where there is so much to do. This is one of my favorite parts of every Zip Trip. It is our Forever Home Friday, where we get to meet some of the adorable adoptables. This is Risa with Fairfax County Animal Services joining us once again. This is so awesome. I know it's a busy time of year for you guys. We'll get into that in just a minute, but we have to let the stars of our show get some recognition. So who do we bring today? Let's start over here.
Exactly. So this is Biscoff. He is a 6-month-old puppy, and he just loves everybody. He came to us as a stray. He was found just around the corner, not far from here. And another reminder to microchip your pet so we can reunite your pet.
Reunite them, of course. All right, let's get Biscoff a very happy home. Nice haircut, too.
He does.
Good.
That was
all right. Who's this guy?
Okay, so this is Colby. He's 4 years old, and he came to us from one of our rural shelter partners. So he is a chill Southern gentleman. Just wants to curl up on your sofa.
Hey.
He loves everybody.
Yes, you're so handsome and you're so good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, Colby, and who's hiding in the back here?
And this is our friend Gator. So Gator is also 4 years old, and he came to us as a stray. Gator likes people and other pets, and he's just a lovely activity partner, enjoys long walks and hanging out at coffee shops.
Oh, there you go. Well, that is a skill that is acquired, but it is necessary.
Yeah.
Very handsome as well. So one of the things that I think is really cool that you guys are able to do is you really have a trial program for people who either maybe they haven't adopted before or maybe they haven't found that perfect connection yet.
That's right. So we have what we call an adoption audition. So someone can come in and take a pet home for 5 days, see how it goes, no strings attached, and then they either bring them back and we know more about the pet, or they can adopt them.
So if they bring that pet back, then you get more feedback on what they're really like in the home environment, right?
That's exactly right. So it's a win-win either way.
Yeah, and the goal is ultimately they end up in the perfect home and everybody is happy. So the dogs are amazing, and obviously you have 3 different size dogs here. You get a little of everything at Fairfax County Animal Services, but it's also kitten season, and that means a busy time.
That's right. So we have almost 200 kittens in our care right now. So when the weather warms up, we have more cats coming in. And so if you are looking for a kitten to add to your family, come on down. We have 2 campuses. We have our Lorton campus just around the corner. And then we have our other campus, our Michael R. Fry campus in the center of Fairfax near Fair Lake Mall.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so you have a couple of options to choose from. You have a lot of options to choose from for adding that 4-legged family member if you want to do that. But again, keep in mind the trial adoption program is a great opportunity, too, to make sure that fit is right in your home. We just want to make everybody happy, right? You get to do that each and every day.
It's a wonderful job.
I love it. Thank you for joining us today. Go online, find out more about Fairfax County Animal Services and the closest location to you so that you can add a family member as well. We're going to take a short break. We'll have more from Lorton at the Workhouse Arts Center. Coming up, we're here till 11. We'll see you after this.
right, welcome back. Welcome back. And one of my favorite parts of our Zip trips, our First Responder Friday, sponsored by, where's my friend Duncan? Duncan's over there. Okay. So here's the deal, gentlemen. If we get all the questions right, you guys, everybody gets a Duncan gift card. All right? All right. There we go. Pressure's on. I've got Eddie with the Lorton Volunteer Fire Department.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself, full name.
My name is Eddie Alfaro. I'm with the president of the Lorton Volunteer Fire Department. We've been here and we're enjoying being here out in the community today.
Okay. And we've got Ryan over here with Fairfax Police, right?
Yes, yep. Major.
Full name, sir.
Major Ryan Lazinski, commander of the West Springfield Station for Fairfax County.
And you're representing today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay. First of all, thank you all for all your service and for providing great service here in Fairfax year in and year out. Let's start with the police department. And obviously, it's hot today. We've got a lot of heat. We're going to go over to the fire department to find out how to keep ourselves cool. But any suggestions here besides pools?
Water.
Yeah,
lots of water, electrolytes. Definitely hydrate throughout the summer. This weather's hot.
All right, we got our 250th birthday coming up, and I'm sure you guys are busy and getting prepared for that. Tell me, over the next couple of weeks, you guys have any special programs that you're running here as we get into our 4th of July celebration in the summer heat?
Absolutely. So you touched on 4th of July. We always partner with our fire department. That's a huge event for us. Residents can expect to see an increase of officers. We're going to be attending neighborhood events, community events, National Night Out, and then we also have a lot of youth team programs that we're going to be doing, putting out there for a lot of positive interactions with officers.
Great. Well, I got you. Any new programs with Fairfax that you want to tell everybody at home?
New programs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of technology that we're evolving right now. Our real-time crime center is up and going. We got our drone first responders that we're putting out there, so community's starting to see drones flying and responding to calls. That's an impressive program. They're responding within a minute and a half to calls.
Wow.
And that's a huge improvement and safety matter for the officers responding.
All right, before I finish up with you, let's talk about recruiting, because I've been to lots of departments across the area, and we're always looking for women and men that are interested in joining the force, right?
Absolutely. So before I forget, joinfcpd.org. That's where everyone needs to go. Come join our team. But I'm happy to say that we are just over 1% right now vacancies. We're doing an outstanding job. Everybody's applying for us, so we're coming to our department. They know we're top notch, and please come join us.
That's wonderful. Ryan, before I head over to the fire department, is there anybody in the fire department you want to give a special hello to?
I do. I didn't know. My brother Craig is here. So
hey, Craig, come on up. Come on, Craig. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a family connection.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of this guy?
He's a good man.
Okay, good. So I guess it's in the blood, serving the public, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Did you ever consider police department?
I did when I was in the Marine Corps, and then I decided fire department.
Right, and these guys tell me this is the way to go, the fire department.
Yes, sir.
How about you?
There's still time to get him over here.
Okay.
Still time.
Right, so we can still talk to you too. Well, thank you. I think it's wonderful that you discovered your brother was here today too. All right, Eddie, let's talk about your volunteer fire department. You guys are hard working here, and we're not going to let little high heat hold us back, are we?
Yeah, not this heat's not going to stop us here. So the Lorton Volunteer Fire Department has been a staple of this community since 1954, and the community is growing, and we are growing too as well. We want to continue our recruitment efforts with the Lorton Volunteer Fire Department. We are actively looking for members, so if you would like to go on our website, which is lortonvfd.com, and sign up. Also, one of our main goals this year, as a financial goal, is to help replace our ambulance that's right behind us here. Okay. We are trying to raise funds with those, so if you're able to go on our website, again, lortonvfd.com, to either donate on our website, or also we can also go use our hall rental. That's actually a very good source of our income for our financial goal for our new ambulance this year.
Okay, that's wonderful. Great, great, great. And I wish you the best in raising that money. I'm sure you will.
Yes.
Some great fundraisers.
Yeah.
All right, before I move on, sir, come over here. Yeah, you. Yeah, no, you.
Yes, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Master Technician Mata.
All right. Behind the scenes, he's been giving me great one-liners about how the fire department has got it over the police department. You want to share any?
Well, I'm not going to get in trouble, but I said, you know what God created firefighters, right?
Do you have any idea why God created firefighters?
No.
Any idea, Ryan?
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Okay, go ahead.
So the police can have heroes too.
Okay, I didn't say it. I want to be very clear. I wish you luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I said keep an eye out for the rest of the afternoon.
Absolutely, I will.
All right, before we go, Ryan, I have a request. My dear friend Annie Mae.
Come on over.
Yes. Has a request.
Come on over.
She wants to know if she can actually get on your bike here.
Okay, right here.
Sure can.
Tell us what we're experiencing here.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yes.
Now, before I hand it back, can you guys give her a helmet or anything, make her look official?
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
It's a high-powered machine right here.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Gotta take off my glasses. There we go. Can I talk to
And just real
everybody?
quick before I toss it back, for everybody at home wondering why Annie Mae doesn't do first responders and I do, I'm sorry to all of you, but here, I got her to represent at the very end, okay? There we go. Thank you so much, Fairfax Police. Thank you so much, Lorton Fire Department. Taylor, I'm going to toss it inside to you. And look out, we've got a new patrol officer here in Fairfax. Taylor, I'll toss it back into you.
Oh, that's funny. We all know that Annie Mae would be handing out tickets left and right if that were the case. Anyway, 82 degrees right now with sunshine. It is obviously heating up out there. Everyone was sweating, so take it easy out there. Make sure you stay cool, stay hydrated, get into the AC as much as possible for today. We're off into the 80s right now in terms of actual temperatures, but the feels like heat index values are already off into the upper 80s for most of you. We're dry here to kick off this morning. As Tucker has been saying all morning long, we'll eventually see the chance for some storms, but we haven't seen that happen quite yet. So still a couple of more hours that you can get outside and enjoy the heat if you want to. Take it easy, though, before these storms start to move back in. So heat index values, again, we do have that heat advisory that is extending all the way through this evening. Again, could feel like 105 degrees in some spots. And on top of that, we'll eventually have the thunderstorms anytime from the early period of the afternoon, so after 1 o'clock throughout the rest of the day. It's not going to be just one big sweep that it all comes through. We could see a couple of rounds of storms roll through all the way through this evening. So if you have outdoor plans today, certainly stay tuned to the forecast as those storms could pop up at any point in time. Thunderstorm activity could turn severe, with main concerns being heavy downpours, damaging wind gusts, and even some small-sized hail. Tomorrow, it's still going to be a warm day. However, it's not going to be nearly as humid. So we'll knock the humidity back as we get into the weekend. Sunday will turn a little bit hotter, maybe the chance for some late-day showers and storms, and then several days next week where we could get some storms as well. All right, we're going to head back out to our zip trip now and check in with Steve.
There we go. All right, we got some music, some great music out here, and what we love every time we have a zip trip, we have a DJ live on site. Get to play the music, get to keep everybody entertained, get to play hot tracks like T.I. whenever we ask for it. It's like our own personal request, which is amazing. This is DJ Ease. You've probably seen him around D.C., maybe in Prince George's County, maybe in Charles County, because the guy gets around. And speaking of, it didn't take that long to get down here this morning without traffic. It's magical, right?
No, it was real easy getting down here. So I was surprised. I left home early this morning, like 5:30, thinking I'm gonna be late, but traffic flowed all the way through. Yes,
Play
indeed.
that traffic away. We can get anywhere
Absolutely.
in this area.
Absolutely.
Speaking of, tell me a little bit. I mean, you've been DJing for 30 years now.
Yes.
What is it that you love about it? What gets you to keep doing it?
I like the way that I entertain the crowd. I like to be on the mic and get the crowd hype and get them going. I love how they party with me, and if I can get engaged with the crowd, it's just awesome. You know what I mean?
I know you have some regular gigs in everywhere from Waldorf to D.C. to Prince George's County.
Yes.
Regular restaurants, places, bars that you're hitting all the time.
Right.
What's more fun for you, doing one of those or doing like a one-off big party celebration where you know everybody's going to go crazy?
I like doing the one-off big parties, yes, because it's a whole lot of people. You know what I mean? Versus the bars and the clubs. The bars and the clubs is great, but you're only going to get those people that entertain, that goes to that particular bar. But when you're doing a one-off, it's amazing.
So one of the one-offs that you did, we have a mutual friend in one Guy Lambert.
Yes.
And you guys actually partnered together.
Yes, Guy Lambert hooked me up with the president of DC Fashion Week.
Nice.
And now I am their music director. So he hooked me up with that, and I appreciate Guy Lambert for that.
Shout out to Guy.
Absolutely. Guy Lambert,
listen,
we appreciate
real quick, I know that you're doing all this, and it's not even your day job. You're still working too, right?
Right, I am working. I am a part owner of Ideal Electrical Supply, which is on B Street, Northeast DC. So we got about 20 employees, and it's owned by my mother and I.
And that's a short commute when you're DJing in Ivy City as well. So you can get all that done. All right, listen real quick. We are going to have to wrap it up and go to break. Can I get something lined up here?
Absolutely.
What do we got? What are we doing?
Absolutely. Here we go. This is the hottest track right here. Let Them Know by T.I.
All right. We'll bring that out right now.
Yes.
Go ahead, go for it. And we are going to continue staying down here in Lorton. Oh, I think people are going to start coming over now. I told you we get some T.I. in there.
There you go.
We're going to take a short break. Come down. We're here until 11 o'clock. And we'll see you with more from Lorton right after this.
Absolutely.
Next time I get to push the buttons.
There you go.
Virginia for our Zip Trip. Wynn is joining me here. We're doing a little bit of yoga. Earlier, we were actually joking about doing hot yoga outside, and with the temperatures today, we truly are doing that.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I'm a Reiki master. I teach yoga here. I also teach art therapy here, and I love this community so much because not only it's a historical place, but it brings community together, artistic expression, and it's just a great place for everybody to come together. And they have a wonderful wellness program on Sundays, and you get sound baths, yoga, Tai Chi, all kinds of different healing activities.
Yeah, so how can we get into classes if we want to take a yoga class here?
You can look up workhousearts.org or healingwithlotus.com.
All right, there we go. So let's do a little demonstration of basically what a class would look like. Will you lead us in one?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to join. Tucker told me he was going to join, but I got to find him. Okay, I'm ready.
Exhale down. Bring your right foot back, right knee goes on the mat. Left foot goes back into plank. Drop your knees back and forehead. Inhale, come up to upward facing dog. Exhale down into downward facing dog.
Ladies, you hot or you're doing good?
Up to the sky. Swing it forward between your hands. Come up to warrior one. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, right arm to the front, left to the back. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, right hand goes to the mat, left fingertips go up.
I can see that Tucker's joined us in the back, and he has the headgear for it as well.
Then inhale, reach all the way up. Bring your hands together, bring your hands down at heart center. Bring the left elbow to the right thigh or knee. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, right arm to the front, left to the back. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Then step up to the top of your mat for warrior three on your right leg. And come back to center.
Wynn, that was beautiful. We absolutely love it. What do you love so much about the community? I know you were talking about that a little bit earlier, but why do you like teaching here?
I just love the community, the people. Healing is not about just self-healing. It's about healing in the community as well. And once you heal yourself, and your community thrives, and so then we can all rise together.
There we go. Thank you so much, ladies. Stay cool out here. We're doing a little hot yoga, literally outside. Now we're going to do some Pilates. Loretta, hi. Why don't you tell us a little bit, too, about what you kind of do here as well with Pilates and the difference between maybe Pilates and yoga?
Of course. So Impossible Wellness is so thrilled to be at Workhouse bringing our Glitterati Pilates class. But we, add a little bit of sparkle. We use the Hero Board, which mimics the Reformer, and it gives you all of those beautiful Pilates shakes and creates some instability so you can work on balance and that deep core strength.
Okay, there we go. So for those of you guys who don't know, Reformer Pilates is basically this whole machine, right?
Yes.
But we're mimicking that with what you have here. So explain to us here. We'll scoot over here while we see that. Explain to us what the Hero Board is, and oh my goodness, that looks hard.
I know, isn't this incredible? So we have the pike coming up, which is what we can do on a Reformer machine to really work those lower abdominals.
Yeah, that's us.
But we are, able to do it on a studio, make it mobile, make it accessible, and bring us to places like this Workhouse.
That is beautiful. I love it. And they're working hard too. We're hot outside, certainly.
It's a break.
We were talking to them about the same thing, basically. The community here. Why did you choose it?
Well, I absolutely love Workhouse. I have lived in Lorton for a couple of years, and so it's such an honor to come here and really promote wellness. They also have Wellness Sundays, which we are super excited to participate in. We have Glitterati Pilates and a tea tasting, which we are excited to bring on August 9th.
Okay, what's the difference between Glitterati's and Pilates? Just a little pizzazz?
Just a little pizzazz, just the Hero Board, but we also really focus on time under tension and bring in that resistance training. And so in class, you would most likely see weights and sometimes Pilates balls, rings. I like to shake it up.
There you go. What do you want your students things to take away when they take a class with you?
I really want them to feel empowered. Our mission is to really ignite a love of movement, to ignite that health and wellness lifestyle. So this is just to get you moving and to enjoy and celebrate what your body can do.
Oh my gosh, Loretta, thank you so much for walking us through a little bit of Pilates. They are hot too. We're doing a lot of hot exercises today.
Yes.
Here in Lorton, Virginia, we are having so much fun doing yoga and Pilates. Back to you.
Awesome! Andy, they can have fun with their workouts, 24/7. We're going to have fun with some wings.
Yeah, right.
Wings and beer.
Hey,
let's get down to business.
What's better than wings and beer? Watch the World Cup, wings and beer.
Finally, we got some man food in here, right?
We are back with our friends from Glory Days, of which there are many, many, many locations all around the region. Jim is part of the original location 30 years ago. We had you in studio when you celebrated your 30th anniversary a couple of months ago.
Tell everybody at home where the original location is.
Burke, Virginia. We opened in April 1996.
Wow.
Yesterday.
Time flies. Time flies. Isaac's with us, and he is running the Lorton location, which is less than a mile from where we're standing right now. Congratulations, first of all, again, on the 30 years. You guys, you know you're doing something right when you can not only expand the number of businesses, but keep going this long.
The founders had an absolutely great concept 30 years ago, and I was fortunate enough to meet them in the process of opening the first store, and I was the first managing partner.
That's crazy.
And I, when you open your first store in a business, they couldn't afford to pay me, so I waited tables, I bartended, I did everything we needed to do, wash dishes, to
And you're still
build
doing that today, 30 years
Sometimes.
later, right?
Isaac's the partner in Lorton. He can tell you, okay, dishwasher didn't show.
That's how the business works, right?
I win.
Isaac, what do you have going on to celebrate at Lorton these days?
We've got a lot. So we're celebrating the World Cup. We've got our loyalty program, Victory Club. We paired them together. If you come in 3 times during the World Cup, we give out coupons. Every time the USA wins, we're giving away free Mac Bites the next day. Definitely come in and check that out. To celebrate the anniversary, we're doing 30 for 30 wings for $30 to celebrate 30 years.
I don't know if we can
Huge bucket of wings.
That has got to be the best deal in America for wings.
It's got to be.
30 for 30.
That's our target.
A buck a wing.
Yeah.
30 for 30. I mean, we started it for our anniversary, for our opening, and it's been such a huge hit. We're keeping the run. We're going to run it all through World Cup.
Now, gentlemen, I have a question for you about the wings. Do you estimate how many are in there, or do you have to actually physically count 30 every time?
We count. We make sure you get your money.
We wait for you to finish eating them, then we count the bones.
Okay, that's another way to go at it.
Fair enough. If you throw a 30 person there, we won't complain.
Not at all.
So one of the other things I think is really cool, I mean, the wings are amazing as I'm chopping this one down. For the World Cup, you're doing a number of specials, but we're also celebrating international beers too, right?
We are. We've brought in a number of international beers, So we try to pair them with a couple different countries. Japan to pair with our teriyaki wings. We've Sapporo from Japan. We brought in Polliner from Germany. We brought in Modelo from Mexico to go with our nachos. So they did World Cup pairings from around the world.
I love that. I just had the Modelo beer on the Canadian flag because those are 2 of the 3 countries that are hosting the World Cup. So it's all perfect. How the crowd's been? How did we get off? Did we get off the good show yesterday?
Yeah, it was awesome. Full restaurant, full bar. Yeah. Everybody was loving it, hanging out, watching the game.
And you're expecting a big night tonight, I'm sure, with the USA playing tonight.
Huge.
Yeah, tonight,
huge.
And then, World Cup all day tomorrow, NBA Finals, Game 4 tomorrow night. So World Cup Sunday, we're hoping and expecting, and we are prepared for a huge weekend.
Good.
So
do you take reservations? Because Steve and I want to set up time we can show up.
You call me, I'm going to get you a table.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is, these days it takes us a while to eat 30 wings, so we're going to need the table for more than 20 or 30 minutes.
Well, the match is 90, so you got some time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. One of the things that I love about what you do with the business, not only do you expand by adding locations, but you keep trying to make each location better and better, and that's one of the things that you've done here in Lorton, right?
Yeah, Lorton is sizably larger than Burke. We started out Burke, we sat maybe 120, and 3 years in, we expanded. So we learned a lot from that. So, big bars in the middle, 35 to 50 TVs in every store.
So how many people can you get into the Lorton location? How big is that?
250, including the patio,
That's a great place to watch World Cup with friends.
Little banquet room in the back. What do you sit there, about 20?
20.
Yeah, so, we take Get reservations for a party of 20 for our banquet room. Yeah, and there's TVs back there, of course.
So we are obliged to ask you another question while we eat with our wings here. What do you guys think? Team USA, how far do you think they can go? What are your thoughts on the cup?
I'd love to see him go all the way.
We've been honest. We've said we'd love to, but realistically, we think out of the group stage and anything else is a win.
2 wins out of the group stage.
All right, I like that.
You got to wrap.
I like that.
Look at me while I chew. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
We'll talk to you after the break.
You look like you're a king with your scepter, your wing scepter out here. Glory days. Check them out all over the area.
Welcome back. World Cup betting is heating up, and there's plenty of action for Team USA. This is ahead of their game tonight against Paraguay in Los Angeles.
Americans' odds to win Group D have been bet on more than 10 times than any other team at FanDuel. 79% of the bets they are writing on the red, white, and blue.
Yes, odds makers are expecting a much higher total amount of money wagered than at the last World Cup.
Proof that soccer is getting more and more popular even here in the States.
So yeah. Well, I mean, sports betting is absolutely huge.
Yeah,
and I can only imagine
crazy.
people like just wanting to get all in on being part of the World Cup.
I know a lot of people, though, are betting on Spain and France to go all the way, but they still got to play. They got to get there.
I'm the girl that would go for the long shot, so I'd be okay putting some money on Team USA.
Oh, really?
Because, some people are writing them out to go too far, but I'd be like, let's go. Why not?
Put some money in your bucket.
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
There you go.
Right,
I'm not putting too
Fox
much. I'm really not a bettor. I wouldn't put too much, but I'm all in for Team USA.
All right. Well, we're all in for our Zip Trip live in Lorton, Virginia and Fairfax County. All of the fun will continue at the top of the hour. Next hour, you're going to hear some hometown trivia, hometown team, so much more. Keep it locked to Good Day DC.
The must-see moments only on Good Day at 10 a. It is Zip Trip Friday today. We're celebrating live out in Lorton in Fairfax County. From hometown team to junior reporter and taste of, the fun continues here at 10 a.m. Plus, the heat and humidity sticking around the DMV. But will we get any relief this weekend? We'll have your hour-by-hour forecast. Plus, the World Cup officially underway. Fox 5, your home for all of that FIFA frenzy. A preview of tonight's USA game when we chat live with former U.S. men's national team star Kobe Jones. Roll that open. Good Day at 10 a starts right now. Good day, D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia. 10 a.m. on this Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. It is FIFA Friday is what we're going to call it.
Team USA is going to be in action today, so excited for that. But it's also another Zip Trip Friday. This week, the crew is checking out Fairfax County.
All right, so we're going to Fairfax, home of the Hayfield Hawks. Make sure we shout them out. My old high school, Steve Tucker and Annie Mae are live in Lorton. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Just like that, he tries to escape. He walks off his side.
What are we doing here?
We are rocking for the vets. There's a fundraiser for Fisher House to let them home. All proceeds go to the Fisher House, very supporting vets and their families in times of need.
We love it.
And I'm one of them, so I'm all busted up.
For Team USA tonight, right?
Yeah,
Keep this outfit on.
How did you know?
Yeah, perfect.
I'm Captain Freedom.
No pressure, but he has to stay just like this till the end of the game tonight.
That's why we're on Casual Friday.
There you go.
Appreciate you being with us down here at Lorton today. We're at the Workhouse Art Center as we are celebrating the entire Lorton area. We've had so much fun this morning. As a matter of fact, Guy Lambert, you got a shout out from our DJ just a few minutes ago. Because you guys have worked together in the past, which is great. We love making those local connections. All right, we're surviving the heat. We had a few clouds that rolled in. That helped a little bit.
I'm having a great morning. Everybody out here has been wonderful. I feel like it's a secret little gem down here.
It really is. We did some breweries. We did some yoga, Pilates. We talked to, of course, first responders. Up next, I think we have a performance, too.
Yeah?
But we got a tease for the performance. We got to leave it to the imagination up until it goes.
I gotcha.
I think you hear a little bit in the background.
Yeah, they're warming up. They're going to play for us in a little bit. Some of the younger members of this community. Also, we're going to learn more about not just Lorton, but this arts center. I'll give you the brief history. This used to be Lorton Prison, okay? So that's the brief history. Everybody in D.C. knows all about that, but it's what they have done to this in the last couple of decades. It's really, really special. Art galleries, art installations, community fields, like you said, breweries. I mean, a little bit of everything
And
here.
which I find fascinating, they want to preserve it the way it was, and we're starting to see shops and breweries, etc., spring up here.
I actually met a gentleman, too, that was saying that he started walking in 2020, and now he just walks around the property.
Wow.
So he just comes and hangs out, and of course came out for a Zip Trip,
You've got the park space now to do it, right? So we're learning about this area. We're going to share that knowledge with you at home. So hopefully you can come down here and support the local businesses throughout the greater Lorton area. But more from Workhouse Art Center coming up. And we're going to put a local expert to the test. We'll see how much they know about their own community. That's coming up. All right, Taylor, bring us some relief from the heat.
I'm loving watching all you guys sweat out there. It looks so hot. I feel bad for you guys. Anyway, it is hot outside, so make sure you stay hydrated. Please, if you're heading out to our Zip Trip or just heading outside today, there's a live look, beautiful live look right now at the Prince William Marina. So temperatures currently are in the mid-80s. We have that bright sunshine, which is certainly just amplifying the heat too. So make sure you have your sunscreen on if you are outside. Stay hydrated the best you can. We're currently, like I just said, in the mid-80s, but add that high humidity on top of that. Feels like temperatures are already approaching the 90s, and we're not even at midday quite yet. 10 a.m., and that's what we're looking at. So again, it's going to be a hot stretch of weather for the rest of today. Live look at radar. Hard to pick up on any kind of cloud coverage currently, but eventually we will get some showers and some storms popping here anytime during the afternoon and through the evening. That's all due to that approaching cold front. It's going to squeeze in between that energy and the hot and humid conditions here locally. All that will materialize into some storms popping up. So if you're outside, stay hydrated. 82 degrees at 9 a.m. We're into the low 90s with heat indices exceeding 100 degrees by noon. By 5 p.m., we're still talking about heat index values upwards of 105 degrees. Better chance for some storms by 5 p.m. Heads up, we do have that heat advisory, which is ongoing through about 8 o'clock tonight. That extends all the way up the I-95 corridor up through Pennsylvania, too. So regardless of where you're located, you're likely going to be under this. So the next couple of days, we'll see a drop in humidity tomorrow, and then it turns a little bit hotter into Sunday. Back over to you.
All right, Taylor, thank you. Well, heat and humidity, a lot of people keeping that top of mind because they may be heading out for some of these FIFA World Cup parties across the region or any of the fan zones happening down in D.C. Officially underway for the 2026 FIFA World Cup now. 48 teams vying for that title in matches you'll see right here on Fox 5.
Mexico and South Africa, they kicked off the action yesterday in Mexico City. It was a rematch of the 2010 World Cup opener. Mexico, they went on to win 2-0.
Yeah, not before a lot of red cards were thrown out there, though, as well. 3, in fact. I was like, what is happening? What a first game. Dozens of people gathered out on the National Mall to watch the game. The mall, as we mentioned, hosting a fan zone for the matches. Plenty of fans braving yesterday's heat to cheer on their teams. Today, like we heard, it's going to be even hotter out there.
Yeah.
So find some shade where you can, rest when you can, but still cheer on your team.
And here's the thing that they're doing. For the first time, they're going to have these actual water breaks during every single match that's going to be happening to make sure that the players stay hydrated. And if you're a fan, you cannot bring in any of your water bottles. You're going to have to buy new water bottles every single time for
I think
safety.
they said you could bring one now. They did change it earlier this week because it was so hot that you can bring one. It has to be screwed on and tight. It cannot be open.
Well, there you go.
And then you can use that watering station to refill it. So
it's all about Team USA today. That is what's going on. They're taking on Paraguay tonight at 9 o'clock. And a reminder that Fox 5 is your home for the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Starting today at noon, we will have coverage of Canada versus Bosnia. That kicks off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then again, you can also watch Team USA later right here on Fox 5.
I'm getting so excited for it. I'm going to have to take a power nap, though, to be able to watch it that late at 9 o'clock
Real
tonight.
quick with Bosnia, they have a 40-year-old striker. I just discovered it. Yeah, so I am so excited for all those approaching 40. We still got it, guys. Get out there and get it, Bosnia.
Love it. Love it, guys.
Hey,
Fun
don't
fact
sleep
there.
on your 40s now. Come on.
Exactly. 40's the new 20 these days,
Yeah,
right?
we'll take it.
All right, let's send it back out to our Zip trip in Lorton this morning for some hometown trivia with Steve.
Yeah, we're tempted to give this weather a red card, but right now it's a yellow card. It's going to get another chance as the morning goes on. It is hot, but it is bearable. We're celebrating today not just Lorton, but the Workhouse Art Center, which is kind enough to host us here. And joining us, this is Keith Gordon, who's the president and CEO of the Workhouse Art Center, which really has been the transformation of this property, which was, you know, everybody in the area knew what this used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got to get everybody to know what it is now, right?
That's right, yeah. I mean, this place was once known for confinement and punishment and rehabilitation at some level. But now, I mean, it's a community destination. People come here, I mean, just look around right now. This is not uncommon to see any day of the week, but especially on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal arts facility, and I hope everybody gets a chance to come out and enjoy and check out. And you're still growing. I know this transformation has been over the process of a decade and a half or so. You came on board a couple of years ago.
Right.
What have you seen so far, and what's the goal for the future?
Well, what we saw was just a really good opportunity coming through COVID and a couple of years after where most public-facing businesses struggled. You know, we really invested in thinking about a strategic plan. You know, created a very nice 4-year plan. We're 2 years in. We've already seen our business completely turn around. We've got the addition of retail with Bunnyman Brewing. You've already talked to them today. We've got additional retail coming in. We're bursting at the seams with expansion. Our ceramics program is the biggest one in the region.
I love it.
We're expanding into another building here this summer. We've got 11 different galleries. We've got over 70 artists here on campus. And, you know, we've got a Lorton Prison Museum, which is the only remaining piece of the prison that is still intact.
Intact the way it was.
From over 3,500 acres.
So some of what he just said, we're going to get into in our trivia. So we'll do that now. We covered some of it. Let's get into a little bit more. What we're going to do is a little different. A lot of times when we do trivia, it's things we might stump you on. I don't think we're going to stump you on this because this is your baby here. But you're going to learn about this. And the first question might be my favorite because I'm such a big music fan. And I was such a fan of this particular man's music. But if you know this performer, you know his history and his background, and it included a stint here. So that being said, what go-go legend actually learned to perfect the art of guitar playing while incarcerated where we are now in Lorton? Who was it?
Well, that would be the godfather of go-go, Mr. Chuck Brown. He actually got his first guitar when he traded 2 cartons of cigarettes for it here, right on this campus.
Unbelievable. And I mean, the rest, he literally wrote history through his music. The whole go-go scene that everybody in Washington loves today started right here. Obviously, he was not enjoying his best times, but that's where it started. And we all know that Chuck's later chapters were absolutely phenomenal and successful. All right, another question for you. What major free event are you guys hosting on June 13th for everybody?
Well, that's tomorrow. That's going to be our open house and block party right here. Everything that you see around you is going to be open, all the doors, all the programming. You can take a backstage tour of SpongeBob the musical. You can go in and take a tour of the prison. You can see all the different ceramics and glass being made. It was a really cool place. And then it just dovetails right into our second Saturday. So we'll stay open until 9. You can play mini golf. You can get a few drinks, just walk around the campus and have a good time.
So we mentioned the art earlier, and you talked about this, you touched on it, but approximately how many artist studios do you have here on the facility?
Well, we currently got 59 resident artist studios. We've got a little more artists because we have a collective program called Arches. So the total number of artists here are about 78.
And you mentioned earlier of the, I guess, fastest growing, most popular type of art. What is that?
Ceramics, by far. I mean, we're literally bursting at the seams. We've got the largest program here. We've got almost 300 resident artists and students in our program. So we're going to expand this summer, finishing up right around November, to expand our hand building and our free open studio.
Now we're going to get into the weeds a little bit here when we talk about some of the art that is displayed here, because you have one particular artist who's very well renowned, but what's different about this artist, the work that's on display is not framed. Who are we talking about, and why is that the case?
So the artist is really, it's a great story. Halim Flowers is the name of the artist. He was once incarcerated here at Lorton, and he learned to pass the time productively through his art. But he doesn't frame his art because he maintains throughout his prison sentence that he was actually framed. So this is a way of sort of, life imitating art and art imitating life again. So it's a really poignant message, and to hear him tell it is really special. So if you have the opportunity, I encourage you to come to the open house for the exhibition and then hear from Halim himself. He's a really inspirational guy.
And he really, it's fascinating when you think about it. Without the frame, he didn't want the art to feel confined.
Correct.
Right, by the frame, just as someone might have been here when they were incarcerated.
100%.
It's a fantastic story. So artists will be here tomorrow. If you get the chance, come down, meet with them, enjoy the artwork. The rest of the time, just come down and enjoy the property as well. They've been doing this transition for almost 20 years now. In 2 years, you'll be celebrating 20 years of change, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us, Keith, and for hosting us here today.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. We'll be here until 11. Come down and say hello. We'll see you after this.
trip. We've got Annie and we've got John, of course, as we're talking about music. We were hearing a little DJ a while ago, but we've shifted into an awesome band that you guys have. So tell us a little bit about music, why it's so important, and why you chose this area.
Sure. Well, Lorton has great community, great schools here, a lot of talented students, and we thought it was the perfect place to open a studio. We recently relocated from across town because we just love the workhouse so much. It's a great community here, and our students really push us to do more creative work and give them more opportunities to perform.
Yeah, you know what I always think too? I think of people like myself, right, where we grew up in the system of schooling, right? Some people are really good at math, some people are really good at science, and for me, it was always I was always drawn to music a little bit more and the artistic side of things. Tell us why it's so important to have kids be involved in music, John.
Yeah, music is so important. You know, we commonly think of how it helps academic achievement, things like that. It's so important for creativity, for just building that creative muscle, for having an outlet, for getting kids off their screens, for doing really engaging things, especially in groups, as we see here with the group we have today and the group programs that we do at the studio.
Exactly. So you guys teach classes as well, right? Are these one of the classes that we're going to end up hearing from?
Yes, yeah. So John actually does a really excellent rock band class he's been doing for a couple decades now, actually. And he does it for all ages, all skill levels. So this is one of the more advanced groups. And we also do have kinder music program for young children. We do musical theater. We have a piano group class, lots of stuff. I have a string group, but the rock band I think is like one of our really unique things that I think John does really, really well.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so tell us about this band specifically. Who do we have here today?
Yeah, this features a few of the members of the studio here. They've kind of formed their own group, and they're writing their own music and doing a lot of really cool original stuff. And I've worked with them, and it's really neat to see how they flourish and come together.
So how long have they and you guys been together?
Probably about a year now, and then some of the students are with this group a little bit longer than that.
All right, should we kick things off? Let them have a little performance out here on the lawn?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, take it away. It was just sort of an underserved area for arts, well, not for arts, but for music. And by being able to come here to Workhouse Arts, it's really a great opportunity to bring music to the center and bring music to this community.
That is really cool. We got her a mic, okay? We're trying to make sure we can hear everything. That's all right. I said, hey, sing into that one. I know you were talking about working with youth in the area. What does that mean to you guys? What does it mean to work with youth in the area for both of you?
Well, my own children grew up here. My daughter's on the drums over there. So it's a lot of responsibility to make sure these kids get exposed to everything all the things you can get from music. We feel like you build the whole child through music education.
Awesome. In terms of classes, how can we sign up if we want to get our kids involved in this area?
Yeah, it's really, really simple. You can go right to our website, it's potomacmusic.com. You can choose from any one of our programs, whether it's a group program, whether it's one-on-one lessons, tenor music. We have a group piano program that Andy was talking about. You can sign up right from there. Quickly, more simple class.
Welcome back. And, you know, one of my favorite things about Zip Trips is just exploring our area, learning about new places you can visit. And I'm going to be honest, I had no idea about the place we're about to talk about until I arrived here this morning. So I want to introduce Susan. And Susan, why don't you tell everybody your museum here?
Yeah, good morning. We're so excited to be included in this Zip Trip event because a lot of people don't know about the National Army Museum. So we're a fairly new museum located just up the road from Lorton.
Okay.
We're next door to Fort Belvoir, so don't be fooled by the Fort Belvoir address because we're completely open to the public with free admission, open daily 9 to 5, and most importantly, free air conditioning.
Free air conditioning, which is, of course, great on any day, but particularly today. So how long has the museum been around?
Well, we opened up during COVID, so that
slowed things a little bit.
It slowed things down a little bit, but we've been in full operations for about 3 to 4 years now.
Okay. And I just want to introduce Jen real quick, and she's going to be showing us some of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So the way you do this museum is a little different. It's got 251 years of history.
That's right. The Army's about to celebrate their 251st birthday on June 14th.
Okay.
So it's no coincidence that the Army is a year older than in the nation.
Well, of course.
Because the Army, the Founding Fathers declared our independence.
All right, and so that takes me to this coat over here, which we're going to talk about. But this museum's a little different in that, particularly for younger people, it's hands-on, right?
Yes, so we have some beautiful exhibits as well, but then we have a lot of do-touch type things for kids. We have an experiential learning center, which is a dedicated space just for kids. But then also we have a lot of our active hands-on learning carts. So, for example, we'll bring out uniforms and equipment from different eras, and today we've got the Revolutionary War with us.
Could I ask you to put that on and see if you can survive the rest of our minute together?
I'm putting it on. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe I should put it on since I'm wearing the red, white, and blue. Yeah, let me see if I can survive it. Yeah. Let's try this together. Tell me about the coat, because this is a replica of a coat that they would actually wear, right?
That is. Let's see if we can get you in here.
Yeah.
It might be a little tight for you.
Yeah, well, that's because I have such a I lift weights all the time, so I'm really.
Soldiers were also just a little, like, you know, smaller in stature. But
Can you imagine spending the summer in this?
And if it's hot and or wet, can you imagine being in a wool uniform?
No.
Now, a lot of soldiers did have, as we got further into the war, this standard uniform. But we need to remember that at the beginning, we were just militias and volunteers. People were wearing whatever clothing they had and bringing their own equipment and war to secure the independence.
I have 30 seconds left, but as far as the history of the Army, you come up to the present day, correct? So it's not just Revolutionary?
Absolutely. We go all the way through present day, and we're interpreting American history really through soldier stories and the lens of the American soldier.
I just love this. Okay, for more information, where can people find you?
You can find us on, just Google National Army Museum or the Army Historical Foundation.
Thank you. How do I look in this jacket?
You look great.
Okay, I will tell you how hot it's going to be, but you already know how hot it's going to be. 97 this afternoon. Do not be like me and wear this jacket. You will not be comfortable later today. Although I think I look good in it, don't I?
You look fantastic.
Yeah, I look in it. Oh, those buttons are hot. Okay, we're going to break. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Come down to the National Museum, the Army Museum.
Soul.
Stand by, here we go.
All right, welcome back to our zip trip here in Lorton. We having a good time? Come on! I feel like we're having a pretty good time out here. Workhouse Art Center is where we are located. And Yvette is joining me. We have a little junior reporter segment, and this is such a fun thing we do here at Fox 5. We're able to talk to the youth, see what you guys want to do when you grow up. So tell us a little bit about your history me what school you go to first before we get into what your major is.
I go to South County High School. Shout out SoCo.
There we go. And what are you interested in there? I know you're already kind of getting your way into the broadcast journalism life, even that early on.
Yeah, so I'm actually interested in like political science and journalism. And so yeah, broadcast has really like taught me like how to express my creativity in the classroom, and it's just like such a fun class here at South County.
Yeah, what sparked your want for being in broadcast journalism? What sparked that for you? Was there a specific like experience that you had, or was it just something you've always been interested in?
So actually growing up, like my parents always played the news in the background. And I always just look at the TV like, wow, like that's really cool. Like I wish I could do that. And so I just like kind of did my research on it and sort of get an interest in it.
So what types of things do you guys do in your broadcast journalism class at your school?
So we actually do film it in one take, and we have a whole studio and everything set up in our classroom. Our teacher, Miss Smith, is really helpful, and yeah, it's just like we learn all the jobs, like tech director. You can be an anchor, you could be a teleprompter, whatever it is.
Well, what are you interested in? Do you know yet? You don't have to be already knowing what you want to do, but what do you think you might want to do?
I really liked being an anchor, and I also like directing a lot.
Okay. Well, we got to talk to directors. We got a couple of directors back there that I know are listening to me right now. Okay, including broadcast journalism, we're also interested in kind of international night and how you were coordinating that as well.
Yeah, so I'm actually the vice president of International Club at South County High School. And so, yeah, it's a really fun club, like getting to express your culture, and just like a really beautiful night that we have at South County. It's probably like the biggest club in our school. And yeah, we just work really tightly with our admin and everything, trying to plan it, and it's just something I really like partake in.
Cool. We love that. Okay, so this is the time of the interview where we hand over the microphone to you, and you get to do a little reporting, a little bit of anchoring. So pretend we're sitting here on the desk and you're interviewing somebody. What would you say? What question do you have for me?
I actually have a few questions about you being a journalist.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so what inspired you to become a journalist, and like what motivates you to pursue your career further on?
Okay, I think what motivated me in the beginning was actually the funniest thing. My mom was like, I think you'd be fun on TV. I had always done stuff when I was younger with both my parents. And then she was like, I think you'd be good on TV. I went to a fantastic school. I went to Penn State. I majored in broadcast journalism. And what kind of keeps me going is days like this, right? Where we have so much fun. We have people come out and they're like, oh, I watched you yesterday and you said this. And people will literally come out and verbatim say exactly what you said yesterday. So you know they're watching, you know they're paying attention. It's really fun. I was born and raised in D.C., so I'm able to hang out and hang out with everybody that's watching our show all the time.
What characteristics and skills do you believe that a reporter should have, and how will it, like, what should those skills do to improve success in their career?
You gotta have drive, right? You gotta have the drive to be able to get up every single morning. We're doing it pretty early on. This is the kind of later half of our shows, but we're up really early, so you have to have the drive, you have to have the passion for it. You also have to be able to like dig deep and see things a little bit closer than other people do. All right, we got time for one more question.
Okay, what advice would you give to young aspiring journalists?
I would say keep going. It's a business where sometimes you'll get a lot of no's, and you gotta wait for that yes, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but you gotta wait for the yes, and you gotta push through it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, our junior reporter from South County. Hey to everybody out there at the high school. So thank you so much for joining us on the Zip Trip. We'll see you a little bit more after this.
All right, we're celebrating our hometown team today, and it is the South County Stallions who we are celebrating. Two things I wish I could change right now. I want to bring the temperature down. I want to bring my height up so I can match you guys. Towering over me when we got the basketball team, the boys and the girls here, and the coaches. I'm going to go ladies first here, and when I talk about that, I'm talking about the girls team. But we got to talk to the girls coach first of all, because Coach Wimbush, you guys did pretty well this past season, didn't you?
It is a great season for the girls.
How far did you get?
We managed to make it to the state tournament for the first year.
That's
first time ever.
fantastic. And from here, we're already working on next year, and it sounds like you got a pretty good returning staff.
We do, yes. We have 5 juniors that were on the team this past year, and they'll be returning, and 3 of those girls were starters. So we're looking forward to repeating.
There you go. Take it a step farther this year, right?
That's right.
Fantastic. All right, Coach, I'll be with you and the guys in a second. I'll start with the ladies. You got the microphone on. First of all, give me your name, your year, and what you love so much about playing basketball.
My name is Layla Toll. I am a senior. I'm graduating this year, and my favorite thing
about basketball, I've been playing since I was 4 years old, and I've always just loved it. It's always been my favorite sport, and just the community, the family that you gain from the amount of teams that you play with is just something that I really love, and it's something that I'll never take for granted.
Yeah, the teamwork is phenomenal. All right, let me know your name and your year and what you love about this area.
My name is Rana. I'm a 2026 from graduating here as well. We're both actually going to play at the collegiate level next year. This area, what I really love about it, me and two other transfers over here, Maya and Anna, we transferred over here this year to South County. I really just love the diversity of South County and the community feel. I feel like this year, as far as basketball, we really played together, and the coach I really felt loved, especially with the team as well. And that kind of is just a reflection off of the community and Morton over here.
That's awesome. All right, I want to get real quick. I want you to introduce yourself, and then let me know how far you guys are going to go this year, okay?
Hi, my name is Micaiah Mason. I'm in 11th grade, and I feel we'll go really far. I'm really proud of my team, and I'm really ready to get it going.
All right, Micaiah, wish you the best.
Hi, I'm Maya Melendez. I think we'll make it to states this year, and we're looking for the ring this year, so let's do it.
You got to set the goal high, right?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Anna Marsh. I'm 11th grade, and then I think we're going to go far, states, regionals, districts, all of it. Just a matter of how hard we push ourselves.
I love it. Well, good luck to you. This is exactly what the coach wants to hear. They all said they're going to take it all this year, coach, so don't worry about it. They got you. They got you. Listen, the boys had a great season as well, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We had a great year. We had some great players, and it was just a fun environment to be around them all year.
Yeah, what is it that you get from these guys? Because you've been coaching for a while, so each year I'm sure you take a little more away from them.
Absolutely. The energy they give me every day to go out and do my job. They come out and they work hard for me every day. It was no different this past year. You know, they showed up and had a phenomenal year.
Yeah. These guys need no introduction in the gym, but I'm going to make you do it for our viewers. Give us your name, your year, and what you're most looking forward to this season.
My name is Michael. My name is Mikey Robinson. I'm a graduating senior. I'm looking forward to having fun.
Just having a good time?
Yeah.
Playing some ball along the way. How about you?
Hi, I'm Mark Edwards. I'm going to my junior year as a sophomore. And you said favorite moment?
Yeah, just your favorite moment of playing with the guys and what you look forward to this upcoming season.
Favorite moment was definitely winning the region championship. That was big for us. And I'm looking forward to repeating again. So, yeah.
For sure. How about you?
My name is Isaiah Martin. I'm about to become a junior, sophomore right now. My favorite memory was probably winning the district championship. It was an exciting move for all of us to win something as big as that, to go through ups and highs and lows, and then to win something like that is very exciting. And you can feel it in the locker room, and it's really a good experience.
When you feel off of that, can you kind of take that and use that as momentum to carry forward into the next season?
And that's what helped us get into this season right here. So we're expecting to win regionals and districts, and it's going to help us a lot to make aspirations into a reality.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, I wish you guys all the best of luck. The momentum is there. It sounds like the confidence is there too, which is what you guys as coaches want, right? You want them to show up on the court and be ready to go day one. They're conditioning in this weather, hopefully indoors, as you work on conditioning this summer. But we wanted to give you guys a little bit of love today so the whole DMV can realize how awesome your programs are. So thank you guys for coming out today. Good luck to the boys and girls, your respective seasons. Let's keep South County winning, and we wish you all the best. We're going to take a short break. Much more coming up from Morton after this. Thanks, guys.
And welcome back. It is 10:40, and we're with Fox 5 World Cup analyst Bruce Murray joining us here today. Going to be with us throughout the entirety of FIFA World Cup. We're less than 12 hours away from the first World Cup game. 4 Team USAs are going to take on Paraguay in Los Angeles tonight. Glad to have you here with us.
Thanks. I'm great to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun run.
Absolutely.
And it starts tonight. And also joining us with a preview is Cobi Jones, former U.S. men's national team star. Thanks so much for joining us, Cobi. I want to start off with like the hype of this because we've been building this up for months. And we were just even talking like how popular is soccer in the U.S. And with this, we're going to see just how many fans are getting excited. But that also has to go to the players. This is going to be their first time playing on home soil in 30 years in the World Cup. Coach tells the guys to be calm, be relaxed, and trust your preparation. How challenging is that going to be for this team as they take the pitch tonight to kick off their World Cup tournament?
Well, without a doubt, you know, as Bruce knows as well, you're going to be nervous no matter what. It's just one of those situations, and you know, a lot of the players won't admit it, but there's going to be a lot of you know high emotions. It's going to be tense. They're going to be nervous, even walking to the point where they're walking out onto the field. You know, so that's just the nature of it. But I think they have a great opportunity. Just looking at this team, you know, as Coach Pochettino has said, be calm. You know, play into the game, and that's one thing that I've seen with this team. They get stronger as the game goes on. So give them you know about 5 to 10 minutes to just work out the nerves, and then I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, I think, Cobi, it's great seeing you again after all these years. Cobi and I were teammates with Team USA as well.
Oh, that's great.
And Cob's looking great, my man. But yeah, the nerves are kind of out of the way after the first 10, 15 minutes. The hard part is when you've got to get everyone's tickets and, you know.
Yes.
And as we know, back in the qualifiers, people used to call the telephone all night, and ambulances would go around and all that stuff. But, you know, in those big events. But especially being at home, and Cobe, you being in that 94 team, what was it like for you versus these guys?
Well, I think it's going to be very different. As you said, for us, it was part of that nervousness was just the anxiety of the buildup of taking care of your family, your friends, and then you have the game and all the attention on you. You're doing interviews, you know, you're trying to concentrate on the game and the practice. So there's all these things, you know, that are kind of grinding on you leading up to it. Now it's a little bit more different at this day and time. We have become a soccer country, so there's a lot of people that are surrounding them. I mean, sometimes the staff of the organization is more than the team itself, you know. So they have a lot of people, a lot of handlers that are able to take care of that type of situation. But it is very different, you know, as far as making it so that these players can fully concentrate solely on the task at hand. And we're at that point now, as you know, Bruce, when you are doing the build-up and going through qualifiers, there's still that nervousness of, am I going to make the team? But once that team is finally done and you know that you're on there, there's a sense of relief where you can focus solely on the match and just kind of like the group of guys that you know that you're going to be with over the next, hopefully, 30, 40 days.
Everybody wants to know just how far can Team USA go? Over the past few years, I think a lot of times we've been a little bit disappointed by their performances. But this team, they're kind of hitting their prime. They're with the average age around 27. You got 13 players coming back in the last World Cup. What do you view is going to be success for this team and just how far they can go?
Okay, for me, this is always an interesting question. For me, success, and this is personal, I would like them to at least make the quarters. And with that, because it would be a buildup from that 2002 team that made it to the quarterfinals, I want them to make the quarters and have a big win. You know, that's what's going to be important. That can help propel, you know, the sport much further. The dream, you know, for me is semis and beyond. But I'll take the quarters with a big win. Like if you make it to the quarters and you beat a Germany or you beat a Brazil, you know, that could really propel the sport here within the United States and capture that casual fan that maybe just be watching to see what's this soccer thing all about.
Yeah, the soccer thing's going to be exciting. That's what it's going to be all about. And it kicks off again tonight, 9 o'clock, USA, Team Paraguay. Thanks so much, Cobi. I'm sure we'll be talking to you a lot over the next month. And Bruce, I saw you were nodding the whole way through that. You were in agreement on what we want. We want Team USA to keep going.
Absolutely.
As far as we can. All right, let's send it back out to our zip trip with Steve Tucker and Annie May. They're out in Lorton, Virginia with all the excitement of what's going on out there today on this Friday, a hot one.
All right. Here's one of the things I love about Zip Trips is that we're gonna go bar food and we're gonna go highbrow, and we're gonna do it all at the same day, all in the same place, all in the same elements, and that's why Andrew comes on board here with Cedar Knoll, which is right on the Potomac River. Let's talk first about the setting, because you guys have nice fine dining right on the water.
That's right. We are located about a mile from George Washington's Mount Vernon on the Parkway, and we're overlooking the Potomac. There's an 1850s log cabin that was built there on George's old farm, River Farm, and the rest of the restaurant was built around it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So great history there.
Yeah, thank you.
So does your food lean towards our colonial era? Or
a little bit. We do honor some of that, but we do like to use a lot of local ingredients. So we have local crab. We have oysters from the Chesapeake here.
So a nod to Virginia.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so tell us what we have here today. For those of us that are looking at it, we got to go platter first. Look
Sure.
at this.
Yeah, this is our summer barbecue plate. We have a half rack of ribs here. We have our smoked brisket. We smoke it all in-house. We have our red onion aioli, a jalapeno relish. It comes with a little brioche roll, homemade coleslaw, smoky barbecue sauce, and then we have some homemade pickles as well.
In my brain, I was like, you just take the spoon and you go like that, but it's the sauce.
There's no rule when it comes
You
to
can do
dining.
that.
You can do whatever you like. Andrew,
There's no rules.
10 out of 10 for presentation.
Hey, thank you.
This is amazing.
We got to talk oysters
Yes,
because
of course.
Virginia, the oysters are making a
You got
comeback.
it. Yeah. These are from Windmill Point, which is where the Rappahannock meets the Chesapeake. And these are great oysters. It's got a real nice, clean flavor, slight brine. And we paired that with a strawberry mignonette. Mignonette is a classic French pairing with oysters. We use compressed strawberries, a little jalapeno, and some cucumber, and a little basil, too, in that mignonette.
That's a great combo.
Yeah, especially for summer.
You're doing American French kind of cuisine, a little
That's
hybrid.
right,
You
yeah.
actually have a little Ode to Lafayette who went hand in
Exactly.
hand with George Washington.
Yeah.
So
Right, yeah.
Makes sense for the historical aspect. But it's the dish in the front, which I think leans a little Spanish, but you're putting a little spin on it as well.
That's right.
And I think that's perfect for a day like today.
Exactly.
What do we have
yes.
here?
So that is one of our famous summer offerings. That is a watermelon gazpacho.
Wow.
It's got watermelon, cucumber, some tomatoes. We put a little mango salsa on top and garnish it with some fresh mint.
Wow. That sounds so fresh and just refreshing on a day like today. Obviously, you got a huge menu. We can see how many pages are there.
Yes.
What do people typically go for when they come down?
Crab cakes are probably one of the most popular items on our menu. Crab cakes and steak. Oysters.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, oysters, yes. You know what I really like, though? I feel like you are able to use those local ingredients, and that plays right into kind of the community. What made you guys come here? What made you decide to settle on the place?
Well, I just fell in love with it. As soon as I saw it, I love water. I love the community around Mount Vernon. We've made a lot of friends since we've been there in 10 years, and it's just a wonderful place. Yeah.
With rich history.
Okay, this is
Exactly.
going to be kind of an odd question, but do I need to wear a nice jacket, or can I be dressed in my
Come as
favorite
you
red,
are.
white, and blue?
We have come as you are. We have people who just jump off the parkway off their bikes and park their bike and come in. So,
Okay, wonderful. That's always my fear because I have biked the Parkway before, and I look like how I look now on a
That's
100-degree
okay. Yeah,
day.
it's hot,
And I'm
yeah.
always worried, like, should I go in the establishment or
Absolutely.
not?
Come on in, grab a beer and some oysters or something like that on the patio. Yeah, but you wouldn't be out of place if you wore a jacket too. So, either way.
So 250th birthday coming up. Are we doing anything special as we get into our
I
big
think,
4th of July?
I was thinking about that as I was preparing some of these dishes today. And yeah, I think we should do a 250th menu. And it's going to include a few of these items on it.
Well, you get a sneak peek right here.
That's right.
And the cool thing is, you said you fell in love with the place 10 years ago. That's when you got to be part of it. But it's been there for a while. It's historic in itself as a restaurant.
Yeah, it has. It was been a full-service restaurant since the 1970s.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love that you were able to keep that going and keep that history on top of a historic farm next to a historic mansion right here in the DMV, which is fantastic.
We love it.
So again, if we want to find you, can we find you online? Get
That's right. Yeah, cedarknollva.com.
Okay.
There's the information you see on the screen for Cedar Knoll, the website, and the Instagram, too, if you want to see more pretty food pictures there. And I think I'm ready to just, I know I would never do this in the restaurant. I'm tempted to just pour that all over myself right now because it is cool and refreshing.
Steve, I'll give you $20
and we can do it
all over you. I think we should have it.
If it's on camera, let's get it.
I love where we're going there. All right, we're going to wrap things up for Morton in just a few minutes. Thank you for being with us, and we'll let you know where we're going to be next week for our next Zip Trip. That's coming up.
And we're going to keep it fancy today at 11 a.m. on the Marissa Mitchell Show.
Go, shorty. It's your birthday.
We're going to party like it's our birthdays. We all know rapper 50 Cent. He's performing live during the halftime show for the UFL's United Bowl this weekend, and that's just one of several events happening. We're going to get to a rundown of what's happening this weekend in the DMV. Plus, luxury skin care made by Maryland's own Chemo Bentley. She's in studio to share how her Caribbean roots influence her business. She's going to get us glowing. And this just in, Joe Claire, former Fox 5er comedian in the area. He's hosting a men's mental health check-in event this weekend, and so we'll have that as well.
Oh, awesome. Love to hear that. Joe's fantastic.
Something for the fellas.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Marissa, looking forward to it on this Friday. Well, direct messaging is returning back to YouTube, the social media platform making that announcement this week. And that is its in-app video sharing and messaging feature that is coming back to the U.S. Users have to be 18 years and older to use those DMs, though.
A similar feature was introduced back in 2017. It was ditched to encourage more public conversation in comment sections, but they are bringing back the feature after users requested its return.
I mean, I think a lot of people would probably appreciate this. Sometimes you don't necessarily want to put a comment on there that everybody and their mother can see. Maybe you want to message them directly to the creator, or perhaps maybe share that to a direct message to a friend. You want to share that without just sending the link. Or
I think it makes sense. Every other app has a direct message, and now YouTube will be having it once again as well. When it comes to a little R&R, Wallet Hub releasing the top staycation spots.
Ooh, I'm in for this list. Let's see. Key factors on that list were based on including factors such as parks per capita and average restaurant meal prices. So Orlando landing at number 1 due to its many amusement parks, of course, like Disney World, Universal Studios as well. Rounding out the top 3, Cincinnati for its parks and swimming pools, Las Vegas for its live entertainment. D.C., unfortunately, came in at number 43. But we did come in at number 5 for the swimming pools per capita.
Really?
So
I find it interesting that D.C. would be so low and Cincinnati would be one of the top destinations.
I would agree with that, too. That is a little interesting.
Yeah.
So,
okay, well, now I guess we have to
questions.
make a trip to Cincinnati. All right, well, up next, one final check-in from our Zip trip in Lorton and Fairfax County and a preview of where we are heading next week.
When you're home.
Think about our zip trip in Lorton. I think the community turned out.
I do too. And Tucker has made his way over with a hat now too. You guys, we're having fun, right?
Yeah. You're looking so patriotic, my friend.
Well, I think as we we start to go, get closer to our 4th of July holiday, we're going to have to start to get in the spirit here. We got a big soccer game here tonight on Fox.
I'm doing my part with my little charm bracelet that I'm wearing here. But I feel like we're paling in comparison to this. Are you going to keep this on for the Team USA game tonight?
Well, I might take it off for a nap, but once I start drinking a few beers, I think we're going to start to, start to feel the spirit.
If only we had a few beers here, that maybe we
Wait a minute!
Oh my! Okay. Oh my
Sir,
goodness.
tell me what we're drinking.
So this is our most popular beer, the Kolsch.
Okay.
And that's our amber lager. Enjoy.
Excellent.
Thanks for coming out.
The same one? Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, this is Bunny Man Brewing. They're right over there.
Bunny Man Brewing is taking over part of this space, and they're doing an amazing job with it. They have a couple locations, but what a fun place.
I want to give a personal toast to every person that survived the heat out here with us for the last 3 hours and made an effort to come out and see us.
And as I say every time, if you didn't enjoy the heat, blame